and you see the wagons. There are 3 wagons, and what looks like 6 or 7 men.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. I wouldn't even notice anything if your fucking face didn't distort
I didn't
itself.
notice it until I said it. I'm like, I just really want to say 6. There was like 6 or 7 guys there.
Dude, your face like
Look,
collapsed.
I brought it down from 8. Okay, shut up.
Jesus Christ,
I didn't mean
bud.
to do it. God damn it. Gen Alpha is cooked.
Oh man.
Welcome to System Exploration by Unfortunate Ones. I'm Soph.
I'm Nix.
And I'm Greythorn.
And today we are starting our mini adventure, our exploration of AD&D 2E, right?
Correct.
AD&D 2E. As DM'd by Greythorn. Take it away, Gray.
All right. So we all got our characters set up. We did our long 0 session.
Actually wasn't that bad this time.
It wasn't that bad. This is what, our 3rd time?
Third
I think?
time, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
We didn't use skills and powers, so there wasn't the whole ultra customization character customization.
I think that's mostly where I got lost the first times we did it, was like there was just a place where I had so many, not only points to spend, but they could be traded for other aspects on my sheet.
Yeah, and there's like traits and the opposite of trait, like disabilities essentially, that you could do to give yourself more character points or spend character points on to give you more stuff. And I think Ace had a priest, so he had like 140 character points to spend.
Yeah,
it was so many.
Yeah. That was fun. Surprisingly, he was done before the rest of you.
Yeah, well, Ace is an animal when it comes to that kind of stuff. He eats it up,
grabs things.
We make fun of him, but he's a gamer.
Yeah.
All right. So, before we get started, we have your characters, and though I guess just to kind of give you a place in the world, you're both going to be mercenaries, and you've been hired to do a job, but you have to have come from some place in this world.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll give you a list of places you want to consider, and I'll give you a small idea of what they're like. So you have the Hivelands. I'm sure you both understand what that might be coming from me. It is a place overran by angry bugs. Let's just say that.
I could dive.
Okay. We have Galeron, which is the sort of the seat of magic in the world. It sits in the northern sort of tundra-y area. Not a lot of people come in and out of it. If you do come out of it, you tend to not go back because you're going out there to learn about the world. You might return on your deathbed and say, hey, this is what I've learned. Have fun with that.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Triumvirate lands. They are the sort of the furthermost eastern kingdom in the world that's ran by 3 smaller sort of dukes or whatever, a duchy. Is that what a duke's land would be called?
I think it's a duchy.
Very, very medieval fantasy in the most standard sense of like Eastern European knights, etc., etc. You have the Fjordlands, which is more Viking by nature, but not so much by culture. You have Anatra. It's a small island off the south coast of this continent that very low fantasy, sort of stuck in the 500-ish era, overrun by faceless demons that live in the sand. Fun place. You have the Papongi Archipelago, which you both said you guys are Eastern European, so you're not going to be from there, because that's sort of like the Philippines.
I haven't established what my voice is going to be yet.
Okay, Mr. What was your name? Trent Fillion?
Yeah.
Okay. I imagine you're going to be the guy from Firefly.
No.
You have the Medellins, which is a
Did you mean Jane? Just out of curiosity, is that who you're talking about?
Nathan Fillion.
Okay, Fillion,
Yeah.
Nathan Fillion. Okay.
That is the name that came into my head.
I was thinking more Jane just being like a dumb martial guy.
You have the Medellins. It's a big mix of stuff. There is Eastern European, and there's a lot of sort of Arabic culture that sits there. There is the major coalition there of the Lun Tavam. They are a loose organization of fiefdoms, kingdoms, duchies, etc., that all just sort of exist together for a unified cause of not being overrun by the Triumvirate. The Golden Hair is situated in this area.
Mm-hmm.
You have Yucatan, which it's a large desert, has some small jungly areas, and most of these people here are more of like Latin American origin, but there is also a lot of white, like, think Mexico,
Sure.
but there's still Aztecs around.
Sure.
And then also cowboyish kind of era.
Sure.
Okay.
You have the Midlands, which is part of Yucatan, and the Barons. Very loose organization of villages and stuff. Their cultures could mix from everything west of it or east of it. And there's Asherma, which is a lot more Arabic in nature, some Southeast Asian, and some like Egyptian influence here. There is a very Islam-like culture in this area too. They are not very militaristic, but they have a strong military power, and they're sort of the seat of trade for the entire continent.
Okay.
So wherever you guys feel like your character best fits in from,
What was the second one that started with a G?
Galaron.
Galaron. Tell me about that again.
It sits in the northern tundra. A lot of people there, they very Irishy in feel, culture, speech. Not necessarily have to be, because they kind of just attract all the people who have the affinity for magic.
Okay. Affinity for magic. And a place that if you leave, you don't necessarily go back.
It's not that you're not welcome back. It's just that people tend to not leave because magic is a very valuable thing.
Mm-hmm.
And people from other places might say, hey, we want you to stay here. We're going to give you a reason to stay here.
Okay.
And then when you do go back, it's usually like, oh, yeah, I'm done doing all that shit out there. I'm just going home. I'm sharing my wealth of knowledge, and I'm just living my rest of my life. It's also a very secretive place. Not a lot of people actually go to Galaron. It's usually people just leave from it.
Okay. I might be from there then. Also, I might ditch the Eastern European thing.
Yeah.
Just because why not? Play into the world.
You have two more places that you can't choose to be from. You have the Curse Lands, which was a land that once held a very vast kingdom that disappeared 500-ish years ago. And then you have the Forbidden Lands, which is where the Otherworlders exist. Most countries and continents and kingdoms do not like it when you approach the Forbidden Lands, and most of the time, if you go so far as to go past the Sherma, there's a chance that you're going to be sort of inquisitioned as to see whether or not you've entered that area, because they don't like it.
Just as far as a question back to you, is there any particular region where there are doesn't have to be vast, but large sections of like unclaimed like wooded hills?
Yes, I forgot to mention that one. There is the Hilllands south of both the Triumvirate and the Medellins.
If I could be either around that area or something adjacent. You know?
Yeah, it's a more untouched and peaceful kind of place, just because there are the hills that make it more difficult for armies to march down there. They are known for picking fights with the Papungi archipelago, but in general, that is a place.
Okay, I'll do that. What are the neighbors?
You have the Triumvirate to the northeast.
Okay.
You have the Medellins to the north. You have the Fjordlands to the east, or northwest is the Triumvirate, my bad. And then you have the Papungi archipelago to the southwest.
Okay. So it's a lot of cultures around.
Yes.
So okay.
What would be a good language swap from?
Common and I guess like Gaelic would probably be the Galaran language.
In this region, would there be what would be the equivalent majority like human, like, or modern culture or historical culture?
Eastern European.
Eastern European?
And maybe I would say some sort of Anglo.
Okay.
The Highlands are kind of where people tired of fighting go to just live out the rest of their life.
Sure.
Even though there are sometimes I can't pull the words out of my head. Sometimes strife that does pop up every once in a while.
Sure.
Most of it usually comes from the Fjordlands.
Okay.
But it is a generally peaceful place. Not a lot of army.
Okay.
It's like when you're a retired knight, you just want to live on a farm. You go make one in the Highlands.
Yeah.
Can you give me the name of the place again?
Galaran.
I wasn't fully decided earlier, so I hadn't written it down. Okay, so I have a question. So, druids in...
And here's a really shitty map I drew. You want to see it.
Okay.
Druids in AD&D, from what I read, are like protectors of nature, relatively neutral, so neither good nor evil, not necessarily community driven or society driven.
Mm-hmm.
Might be willing to, like, you know, let a village fall if the village is, you know, a hazard to nature. Even if it's good people, but they're a hazard to nature, they're neutral enough to be like, well, probably best if that doesn't exist. How much does that play into your world? Like, why would there be a druid mercenary is my question. How does that fit into your world, a druid mercenary?
You could feel like the place that you're at was protected well enough. I mean, there's a lot of Borean woods, I guess Borean forests in the Galaran area. And not a lot of people go up there. The only people who are there are already sort of wizened, intelligent magician people.
Mm-hmm.
So you're sitting there in your icy land and you're like, you know, this place is protected well enough. I'm going to go out there and see what's around. And you might just go out there
Explore.
and see what's around. Yeah. And to make your due or to keep yourself, situated, you might do some odd jobs here and there.
Yeah. In lands I'm not very aware of, money makes more sense than living off the land.
Mm-hmm. And I guess if there were druids out there in this particular region of the world, their biggest concern would be attaining knowledge and whatever means that you need to do so to retake the hive lands from the bugs, keep the bugs on the hive lands.
So I'm canonically a bug diver here too.
Maybe retake the curse lands, which sometimes the bugs encroach on. And there's also the strife lands between Galaran and the Midlands, where there are incursions of bugs. And there are still people who live there.
Do the bugs have a unique, cool name that I could hate?
They do not. The bugs themselves have a culture, and there's not a singular bug race.
But they are specific bug species. I don't hate all bugs. I hate those bugs.
You hate 99% of bugs.
Fuck yeah.
I'll give this to you. As a druid, you might know that there are 3 bugs that live in this world that are well known amongst the more intelligent people, especially of Galaran.
Okay.
And they're different.
Okay. Sure. Fucking bugs.
All right. So just to go and refresh us with the prompt, you guys are a couple of mercenaries who have been hired by Records Dragonbane to find a caravan that's gone missing and to retrieve it. Hopefully, all of it. But most importantly, there are 2 packages or 2 parcels that definitely need to be recovered. There is the long metal container, which is about 5 feet long, 1 foot wide, 1 foot tall. And then there is a small marble container that has a silver crescent moon stamped on the top of it, which is about the size of a jewelry box.
Sorry, what was stamped on top of it?
Crescent moon.
I changed my name to Sharon.
Sharon?
Sharon. SHAERN. Sharon.
So it's crescent moon stamp thing and the log metal box?
Yes.
Is there a shotgun in the long metal box?
Let's see. What was the... I don't think it's saved. Well, all right. Ready to start?
Should be.
You got your spells all situated? You got your whatever you do situated?
Yeah.
Your whatever? Do you have your
My
whatever?
rangery things.
Your rangery things? You got your Thaco made to hit things, which is your job, as nobody else will be able to do that.
Yes.
All right.
What?
You know. Oh, they already forgot Thaco. It's fine. They blinked it out of their mind. It's good. Everyone should. So, the two of you have been contacted by Records Dragonsbane. He is well known across all of the Meadowlands and parts of the Triumvirate as one of the most important and wealthiest men involved in opening up trade between all civilized lands. He is the head of the Golden Hair Trading Company. The Golden Hair Trading Company, known both famously and infamously as a powerful source of wealth, they have themselves a sizable protector force and sometimes even act their own as mercenaries. Sometimes they do war for people here in the Lune Tavam. Sometimes they do war for people over there in the Triumvirate. Every once in a while, they might march into the Badlands and do some war over there. It's kind of their thing. Think of the East Indian Spice Company,
Sure.
but without like the whole backing of Britain behind them.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys find your way to the small keep centered in the middle of the Golden Hair Trading Post, here in the southern border of the Lune Tavam Coalition lands, you await outside a short stony hall, sitting on a small wooden bench, a couple of torches lighting the hallways, as it is a bit chilly, as the snowy season is about to approach. You wait. You see someone pass by you. They enter the room. You wait some more. Not very punctual, you'd think this guy is. You've been here for a little bit of time. Door opens again, and you see a woman exit. She is somewhat tall, wears a half-plate armor. She looks at you, and she cuts this stare that bounces between the two of you with her emerald green eyes and her long blonde hair. Are you the mercenaries?
I'll nod.
It's just the two of you.
Is two not enough?
I usually expect more. Record will talk to you now. And
Kind of
she...
Give a look over at... What's your character's name again?
Trent.
Give a look over at Trent of like, is two not enough?
I just give a little like shoulder shrug
Sure.
and start moving forward in the direction.
I imagine I was sat on the ground like crisscross applesauce.
Mm.
I will pick myself up.
Before the two of you can get up, she just continues to walk down the hallway. Her business is done here. You enter the room. You hear a man call out, "Close the door behind you.
Okay.
Close it.
Go ahead and sit wherever you please. I'll be with you in just a minute." As the voice rings out from behind a small curtain, you'll see immediately as you enter the room, there's sort of one of those big war tables. Has a map of the region, little flags, pins. There are little figurines denoting people. There are figurines denoting towns. There are figurines denoting army units. Most of those are sort of bordering the entire eastern side of the Meadowlands between them and the Triumvirate. You hear soft footsteps come from behind the curtain as a man who is dressed in very fine clothes, much more fine than either of you are probably used to, as he has a sort of small fur cloak draped over his shoulders. So, and the two of you all,
Trent.
Sharon.
Trent and Sharon. You are the ones that I have hired recently, yes, for the Caravan incident?
Nod.
Ah. Well, is there anything that I could get you? The boy can fetch you some wine or anything else, should you please?
Water is fine.
Water.
Make
Well.
that too.
Never met mercenaries who would rather have water over wine, but so be it. Boy, get them some water. The person that you saw enter the room before you sits there in the corner, and he scrambles to find the water to serve the two of you. It is served to you in rather fine porcelain cups. Well, he sits at the head of the war table.
I want to first. I have the water, right?
Yes.
I want to taste it. Tastes all right.
Tastes like water.
But my expectations is most places water doesn't taste fine. This person is probably rich enough that they have pretty good fucking water.
It is the cleanest, crispest water you've ever had. It's even...
Don't I have an ability to test, like, I know if water is pure?
I think you have an innate ability to know so.
I'm also hoping it's a little cool, like it's a little cold.
It is a little chilly.
So, it just hits.
Even though this room is, like, nice and warm.
Yeah.
There is a fireplace that is just roaring. This room is probably at a nice, like, 78 degrees in this
There's
chilly
something
weather.
about rich people and magic folk that they have fucking the best, cool, fresh water. I could get bum swill wine anywhere and be happy.
Not an ounce of downstream bear piss. Lovely. Doesn't have that dirt taste to it.
Oh, God.
Are you still looking for something over there, Sharon?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do right now have the ability
I do.
to tell if it's pure water.
I can identify plants, animals, and pure water.
It's pure.
Yeah.
It's pure. It's primo.
Shit's clean.
It's the good shit. He sits down at the head of the war table. I imagine the two of you sit somewhere opposite of him.
Sure.
So, I have heard from various people out there that the two of you are decent at what you do. I know one of you hails from Galaron, so I'm not entirely sure what your capabilities are, what your even motivations are for taking this job.
I'll give a little, trying to be a little subtle, but a little eyebrow up as I look at his direction. I don't know if I'm very familiar with him.
Go ahead and establish it now.
I imagine we've probably maybe done a job together, or maybe we met after taking this job, but we've traveled together a little bit to get here.
Would you talk about, because you did mention
No,
that
very
little
specifically. So my response is going to be to not talk about it. If you'd like me to respond to him.
No, I'm just listening to that. I just wanted to cut in to get that little bit of like a little bit of an like listening, and then a little eyebrow raise. I kind of look to my accompanying person, and go, all right.
Are my motivations important to the job?
It's more of a curiosity. And as you're speaking to him, why don't you describe to us, or describe to Record what he sees here?
I imagine almost like a level of like mountain man. So I have like long red beard, somewhat medium length hair. I do trim the hair just to not be in the way, but like medium red hair. But a decently long red beard. And then I imagine like some level of furs. Maybe like more like a vest, or like thrown over my hide that I have. But yeah, like furs and whatnot. I know how to dress in cooler places. I come from a cold place.
Merely curiosity. I have not met very many Galeri in my life. I do have a lieutenant who is from Galaron, but he's a bit too eccentric to ever really demise just what he's thinking. So when I see another one, I can't help but think, how would this Galeri accept a mission from the Golden Hair? Need not mind you too much about that, unless you wish to speak about it.
Well, I can tell you that I don't have much interest in expressing my reasons for leaving Galaron. But I can tell you why I might take a job like this. In unfamiliar lands, coin goes further than knowledge of the wilds.
Well, That is a very good motivation, and I applaud you for that. And would you take coin if you need to spill bloodshed for it?
Depends whose blood.
That's also a good answer. And what about you, Mr.
Trent.
Trent?
Yeah.
I was not entirely sure where you came from. I do have eyes and ears, but they fail sometimes.
I'm from the Hilllands.
Ah. So I don't know who you are, and you're from the Hilllands, so you must not have made yourself a very fruitful life.
Well, I'd like to live a little bit better than subsisting on what I hunt. So every once in a while, I come out of the hills. And I do a little job here and there. I'm good at it.
Another understandable motivation.
Yeah.
And why don't you tell us what record sees here?
Well worn, like darker leather, studded leather armor. Mostly covered in some form of like a long sleeve clothes. Like very little skin is actually shown. Trying to have the clothes similar to the region I'm in. That if I needed to, like, it kind of almost trying to be camouflage, but not really. Very roughly cut, dark brown hair. And just because I heard it somewhere where light brown eyes or light eyes and dark eyes have different effects on how you see in different light zones, I want to make him heterochromic so that depending on the light setting I'm in, I can kind of have a better advantage on either eye. Because I'm two-weapon fighting, I want to be ambidextrous so I can actually change what eye I use as my dominant.
That's
Depending
funny.
on my light
So you have
level.
like a darker eye and a lighter eye?
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's cool for a ranger.
I am not smelly, but I am not a clean man. I'm not well presented.
Okay. So, I have both your motivations in mind, and I'm sure, as someone as yourself, a Galeri and a man of the land, I should say, would have the abilities to do exactly what I need you to do. Why don't we get to business then?
I nodded I was nodding as he was talking. A firmer nod at the.
Some time ago, about the better part of a month and a half, I had found a cellar for a handful of wares that I would very like to have in my possession. Things that I don't normally trade for, more things that I wish to collect. Vanity, I could call it. I sent my men out there in a caravan to do some normal trades to make it look like a simple job. Not many people have the gall to attack a golden hair caravan. I'm sure you understand. But someone has. And this is quite bothersome to me. About, I would say, a week or two late, this caravan was supposed to arrive, and it has not. I have very little information to go on, but I can tell you the exact route from which it's coming from. This route leads east of here, through the Barrens, and up north towards Yucatan and the Strifelands. Now, I'm sure you do not have to go as far as either of those places, but you will be going to the Barrens and possibly a Sherma.
You more interested in the objects that were stolen or the people that stole it?
I greatly desire both things. Now, it is more important to me that you recover the caravan. Specifically, 2 parcels in particular. There is a long metal chest, which I have described to you already. I'm not going to do it again in roleplay. And a small chest. I'm not going to describe to you again in roleplay.
Yeah.
I'm already bumbling over my words as it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, COVID has tapped my brain. These two objects are of the utmost importance for you to recover. Bring directly to me. No middlemen, no handoffs, and don't not leave it in the hands of the men that I send with you.
Don't trust your own men, then.
If my caravan was to be hit by some random assortment of bandits, my men should have fought it off. If my caravan was to go missing, the first person that I would assume has some sort of hand in it might have been somebody working for me. That's why I'm paying two outsiders. I have no idea who either of you are, but your motivation is in fact coin, and I have plenty of coin, and I will even give you, as he reaches under his table to pull out a small bag, an upfront payment. And he pushes the bag over after loosening the string, and coins spill out. The currency around here is known as pawns. You have golden pawns that just pour off onto the desk. It is about 12. That is a lot in this area. Consider that up front, and you'll get the rest of the 75% of it later. Of course, that is if you have my packages. If you were to bring to me the entire caravan, I'll throw in another 2. If you were to bring to me the person who orchestrated this attack, I'll give you another 10.
You wouldn't happen to have a last known location, would you? Along this trail, anybody who may have seen this caravan?
I can give you the precise route of the caravan. From that, you'll have to do your best there. I will be giving you 3 men. Again, do not leave the package in their hands. You could trust them to fight for you, maybe trust them to scout for you, do some information gathering. But, well, I've already said my piece on them.
Are there any unique identifiers for this caravan?
It will carry the symbol of the golden hair, like any other caravan out there. It was supposed to be a normal caravan, but this one in particular was hit.
With the particulars of the objects that had been brought and now lost, is there anything you can tell us on who might be looking for it? Where they might have come from? Obviously, I don't care to dig into the details of what they are. If you cared to tell us, you already would have. But just who we might be looking out for.
To tell you the truth, it's a absolute mystery to me. The only people I could assume who would want these objects are other sort of collectors of old fineries such as myself. I have one of those men who just so happened to be a lieutenant of mine, but I'm fairly certain that Galeri is, well, not too interested in that. He knows better than to cross me, and he cares a lot more about coin than I do. So, I've ruled him out for now, and I have kept my eye on him for some time. And I will be keeping my eye on him for some time as well. As for that, the Midlands are... It's a lawless place outside of Esherma. It's a lawless place outside of Rohadillo. Everywhere else is sort of whoever has the strongest arm or whatever weapons they use out there. There are a handful of gangs out there. I cannot tell you their names. I don't know much about them. But it will be you finding most of the information about what's going on here.
More so, I was just asking if there's any bigger players we need to be looking out for. If it's just gangs and bandits, I'm sure we'll be fine.
Gangs and bandits might be the best of it. Well, the worst of it, really. If, somebody else within the Loon Tavam attacked it, I wouldn't be sending you. I'd be sending men of the golden hair to ransack villages and trample over fiefdoms.
And I assume that the golden hair that was along with this caravan were lost as well?
They're not here with the rest of the caravan.
And if it is golden hair that decided to run off with your goods?
kill them all and bring me the dog tags. I'll throw in half a pawn for each dog tag you bring.
I'll just raise a quick, it's not even secret or anything, just raise a, like, something to think about, Trent. Raise my eyebrows at him. Anything else we might need to know?
I could give you a list of the men who did go with the caravan, so I know the dog tags that should arrive with me.
Yes, and any identifiers.
That might be a bit more difficult. We
If
just
you
run off
have
of
it.
names here.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I'll give you some horses to ease your journey, assuming you don't have them already.
Not in agreement.
And should we mistrust the horses as well?
Horses
Clearly meant to
aren't
be a joke.
intelligent enough to distrust. They're a simple creature, I assure you. Any other questions that you may have of me? The men down at the stockpiles know you, and if you wish to purchase anything, they'll give you a great discount on whatever goods you may need.
Look over at
Sharon.
Sharon.
Just nod my head.
All right then.
Or
Take
shake
your-
my head, sorry.
Take your down payment, and remember what I said. Gentlemen, the next time we meet, I hope it will be with good news and heavier wallets for the lot of you.
Sounds great.
I'll just give a respectful nod.
The servant boy goes over to the door and opens it for you and bows his head as you pass by.
I'll collect the coin. And
I'll finish my pure water and hand it to the boy on my way out.
I'll take the cup. No,
Put that in my pocket. You know who seems like a good guy to betray? Record Dragon Man. I'll have that cup, thank you.
I'll
Alright.
take the cup and the boy. Come on.
Yeah, and then I guess go down to the stockade unless there's anything you want to say to me on the way.
How much was in this pouch?
12 pawns.
I'll take my 6 and I'll put it in my own inventory, and I'll hand the pouch over to you.
Okay.
I'll just start looking. Did he give us anything? Like he gave us like a stack of information?
Yeah, he will also hand you a scroll of names of the people who are with the caravan.
I'll probably be like told, unless Sharon wants to look at it all. Also, I will be just
Nope.
like
Never cared about the names.
eyes deep into like what the route looks like, the names, all that stuff. Just kind of really trying to take in what that is, if I know the area at all.
How long have you been outside the Hilllands?
I will say that it is probably, like we said earlier, 1 or 2 jobs that I've done with Sharon, but I've probably done the foggy backstory that has yet to fully be built for my character is that I am from one of these regions, and that I have just gained enough skill and said, fuck it, because I probably didn't really like the lifestyle of where I was from. And so I just was like, I'm a ranger, I can make it out there. So I just started living in the hills. And then I also, because I grew up from that background, I like some of the fun stuff of it. So I would go back every once in a
Okay.
while. So
Well,
I'm a
Well, I mean, that's a kind
Back
of
and
important
forth.
thing, right?
Yeah.
So you want to establish where you're actually from.
what murky depths. What would fit that aesthetic of like, I'm trying to think of what would be a place where maybe there is an acceptance of some level of debauchery.
The Fjordlands would be very accepting of debauchery in all ways, shapes, and sizes. Some places in the Midland, some places in the Lintavam coalition. Anamaska, one of the cities of Asherma.
Also a place where I would be reasonable enough to gain the skills of being a ranger. Like not just a skilled fighter, but also ranger specifically.
Probably the like northern areas of the Fjordlands.
I'll say I'm from there.
Okay. Okay.
Also, me trying to do that quietly and then just
Yeah.
shuffling it against the fucking fabric
Just say
behind
it.
me.
We're gonna have a pause
yeah.
when you're trying to figure out what you mean anyway.
I never listen. This is all going to be in it.
We're a very professional podcasting crew.
Hey, we try.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably try to make it the stockpiles, I imagine, is that like his name for like an area of shopping?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like yeah. Trade.
Yeah, I'll probably go there. I'll probably nudge or talk to Shane, like Sharon. But quick stop at the stockpiles.
I'll nod. I look like I'm interested as well.
So I'll go there. I'm gonna look for some dried meats, some like hardtack style, not hardtack, but what's that style of ration where it's like just like compressed like nuts and like granola and like there's a name for it. It's like what people think of as rations.
I know what you're talking about.
In D&D fantasy.
I don't know its name.
Not hardtack.
Like, pemmican?
Pemmican, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's like a protein and plant
Yeah,
mixture.
it's like yeah. So that style of ration, and then like a really good quality chewing tobacco.
I'll probably I'm gonna skate past all of that for reasons that make sense to me and my character, where I don't care about the food aspect at all. I'll go in on some tobacco with you though. Actually, can I use my herbalist skill to try and suss out the good tobacco here?
Sure. I think that works.
Why not? I got herbalist skills.
What's the pertinent skill for herbalism? Because you're
Herbalist.
yeah. No, I mean
What's your
ability modifier?
Int.
Intelligence? Yeah, go ahead and roll intelligence roll. And just to re-clarify for whoever's watching, and you know the 0.5 of you who might actually be AD&D players, we're using a more modernized rule set. So instead of Sharon trying to roll under a d20 and whatever his modifier would be, he's going to be trying to roll over a 21 using his ability score of intelligence as the modifier.
And then I wrote these down as they were in the book. I think they're supposed to be opposite.
Yeah, reverse them.
Reversed. Thank you. Opposite is not a thing. Reversed. My herbalist is -2.
So it'd be a +2.
Okay. Oh. Nope. 19.
Doesn't cut it. You're out here trying to figure out which of this tobacco is the primo good shit.
This is not the tobacco of Galarion. I just don't know it well enough.
Well, this is some weird foreign stuff. You have no idea where it came from. You could ask. They'll tell you, but you have no idea what that's like.
I just trust I'm going to drop the record's name almost immediately when I've entered this shop and look for what is already labeled as pretty expensive. I'm going to just get that.
Expensive pemmican?
No, the tobacco.
Oh,
the
tobacco.
pemmican and the dried meats, that could be garbage.
Yeah.
That could be garbage food that just satiates me.
Yeah.
So, because we've been traveling together for a bit, I could tell you, I think there's a degree of you that must like eating. Because my plan is just immediately every day to cast Goodberry.
Oh,
And then be satiated for the day.
I don't have magic.
Yeah, but I would have shared with you if we've been rolling together, so you would see me every day have at least one Goodberry.
Hey, also, when I established these things that I'm doing, I didn't realize you had good berries.
And Goodberry is very different in this one too. It's like 12 hours of satiation, I think.
I think it's a day. I'll have to look it up.
Look, if you're sharing good berries, then I'm not getting pemmican. I'm getting really good dried meats. and really good tobacco.
I'm pretty sure Koibu like outlawed Goodberry from some of his campaigns.
Yeah,
for more
most
survival
people do.
aspect.
Most people don't like how good Goodberry is
Mhm.
because it takes the element of like survival.
Yeah,
Because it is just a really strong ability.
It
It's a
is.
really strong spell.
Yeah, 24 hours.
yeah, that is.
Which is why I'm saying like, oh, I just like I don't really need to hunt, and I don't really need to forage.
just wake up, pop your food pill for the day, and you're done.
Yeah, which I feel like for someone nature driven is like, oh yeah, I get to disturb nature the least amount by just not having to live off the land.
I think probably just to play into it more, I think I would have started making my way towards the garbage sections of pemmican and dried meats, and then looked back at who I was with again and go, oh yeah, shake my head. I go, oh, let me try some of the higher quality dried meats because that just tastes better.
Mhm.
And then yeah, of course, yeah, he can't make tobacco.
For what you're getting, go ahead and break one of those pawns into 75 silver pieces.
Okay.
The silvers are referred to as slats.
75 silver.
Oh, you do a base 100?
Yes.
I like that. That feels really cool to do in worlds where it's like 100 coppers, 1 silver. So like it means something to drop a silver, and then 100 silver is 1 gold. It just makes coin feel more important. It doesn't matter at all. But
I think it makes it easier to suss out what things should cost. Like I like to treat gold coins as $100, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
in most
okay,
cases.
so copper is cents, silver is dollars, and gold a gold piece is $100.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys just were given what 12 gold pieces?
So, yeah.
$1,200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're $600 each.
Pretty good. So here's what I'll be doing is I want to go find whatever horses we're being given. I want to make sure that they have full like tack and saddle and bit and bridle and all of that shit that we would need, as well as saddlebags, as well as equipment in those saddlebags.
Mhm.
So like ropes and torches, gas lanterns if we can. Just decking them out with adventure gear. However much money I need to not have to think about adventure gear, I will spend right now.
You get to your horses. There's somebody there waiting for you. You can hand them the papers that Record gave you,
Mm-hmm.
and they're look like pretty nice, well taken care of horses. They are riding horses, so they're not the big old gigantic Clydesdale guys.
Sure.
They're here to run things down if you need to. The person tending to them will tell you that they have saddlebags, they have feed just in case you need them. There's some very basic stuff, but if you want to buy torches, oil lanterns, more
Literally
rope,
just like anything you can think of that would be in adventure gear, I would just spunk a decent amount of money. Considering we're only going to get paid way more than the $1,200 we just got paid if we live, in my mind, I would like to basically just bid for, if there's adventuring gear we need, it's probably in the saddlebags. And
yes.
however much money you need me to spend for that to be true.
Let's say you spend 25 silver slats, break down a pawn.
I'm just going to spend 1 gold instead because it's easier.
Go for it.
It's
Hey.
so close at that point.
If you want to be a broke boy,
A broke. Oh no, I only have $500 left.
I mean, you just ate 15% of your money. Kinda.
It's a
I don't
lot.
do math.
It's a lot, but it's also with the. First of all, these are my things now,
Mm-hmm.
so for future adventures and whatnot. And for 2, like, yeah, if we need something, it's probably in the saddlebags. Everything you could need for an adventure. If we have to climb a mountain, if we have to go down into some pit, if we need to make campfires or whatever we would need, we have. I feel like adventuring gear, just out the gate spunking everything on adventuring gear is a good call.
Yeah, I would probably also look for things that would just. I imagine I already have to some degree, but to top off my stuff for anything I would need for tracking, tracking and hunting. And the only thing I could really think of for tracking would be I was just thinking something to clear my nose.
Like smelling salts or
like a mint or like a peppermint or something.
you can definitely
like,
find stuff like that. Yeah.
just so I can like if I need to.
There's
just clear my
so
nose real
many
quick.
like exotic and local herbs you could find here,
Yeah, I'll get things along those lines.
and even oil versions of them,
Yeah.
extracts and stuff. You
Yeah.
can get those. Go ahead and toss off like another 15 silver pieces.
15.
Is there anything that would be druid specific in the stockades? Or what did he call them?
Stockpiles.
Stockpiles?
What do you mean by druid specific?
I don't know. Anything boons for magic or
I
anything that would help out a druid specific.
mean like the golden scythe and some mistletoe.
The silver scythe.
Some mistletoe.
The mistletoe that was cut from during a full moon.
Oh,
you should already have that. Like that
Yeah.
should be in your inventory.
If it's okay. From a beast from Galarian, I would like to have a horn. Just a make loud noise horn.
Sure.
Cool. Alternatively, we're gonna have 3 men plus Trent. I was gonna call you Terry. Plus Trent. I will buy cheap. They don't need to be nice. This is just an alarm system. I will buy 4 more horns as cheap as possible. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
That I will later distribute. to
Yeah,
all
so
of
you
them.
could have your nice or not as nice horn, that your personal one if you want.
Yeah.
And then you can find some really basic like horns made out of like something that came from like a bull of some sort.
Sure.
You know, simple beast of the land.
A bullhorn, you say?
Yeah, bullhorn. Nothing particularly fancy. There are more fancy things out there, but this will make do. And you can get one for the 4 people you'll be traveling with.
Yep.
One for each of them.
I'll have them kind of just. I imagine there's like a tether to them.
Mhm.
I'll have them hanging around my neck or my shoulder or whatever, and like I'll unsling one of them as I come back to meet up with Trent. We're like, in case you run into any trouble and we're a distance away, and I'll hand it over.
Nod.
Is that anything else you wish to do here?
Is there anything?
I should note that this trading post is kind of like a small town.
Okay.
So if there's anything else
That's
that you
what I
need from a small
imagine.
town,
Yeah. But this has we could essentially have access to anything we wanted.
mm-hmm.
2 things. My first question is there anything that $500 looks like it could help out my friend here? I guess armament.
Yeah, there are plenty of armors here that range from okay to very fine.
Is there anything I could do mechanically to improve on his current armor set? Because I don't want to be like, I bought you plate, because that'd be weird and clearly not what you are going for.
So you have a studded leather.
I have studded leather.
I imagine that you can buy sleeves, a shield, helmet, and each of those would increase your AC by 1 piece, I think.
Is there any of that you don't have?
I know the rules specifically call out that I can't have anything higher or heavier than studded. I didn't know that I could have like a helmet or like greaves.
What are the rules for Ranger specifically say you can't have anything heavier than studded leather?
I believe so.
So you have to just walk out there like Aragorn.
Yes. Let me see. I'll look it up again.
The intricacies of
Yeah.
advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
Very, very. Sorry. It's not that I can't. It's just that my abilities. I have access to certain things that the ranger can only use weapons and although a ranger can use any weapon and wear any armor, several of his special abilities are usable only when he is wearing studded leather or lighter armor. Although he has basic skills of a warrior, the ranger also has advantages. Wearing studded leather or lighter armor, a ranger can fight two-handed with no penalty to his attack rolls. Obviously, a ranger cannot use a ranger cannot use a shield while fighting this way. A ranger can still fight with 2 weapons while wearing heavier armor than studded leather, but he suffers the standard roll penalty.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not going to try and buy you anything if you're going to not want to have it.
if there are things where I could put a fucking helmet on and I can put greaves on or gauntlets on.
I imagine those rules sound like they want you to be flexible, I suppose.
Yeah.
And be wearing, to be light of gear.
Yeah.
There might be leather sleeves and a leather helmet.
Yeah. If those apply, the dog shoot me up. I'll pay for that. I didn't know that was an option.
Well, for the RP of it, I'll buy you one.
Sure. I'll accept it.
Sure. If I could afford it.
I'm pretty sure if it's leather, it's affordable. I think the more expensive stuff comes when you get like full suits of metal armor. But let me just take a look at the equipment list real quick. So.
Yeah, I just wasn't aware.
Wow, bark skin only lasts for 1 round.
Yeah, 1 minute.
That's kind of shite. Oh well. That's crazy because it's a casting time of 3. So it takes me 3 minutes to protect you for 1 minute.
Casting time of 3 is you add 3 to your D12 roll for initiative.
Okay.
So that's a very fast casting time.
Yeah, it's very, very fast. So using a knife, using a short sword.
Oh, I see some that are 1 round. Okay.
Yeah, when I using a short sword is 3.
Okay.
It's like the fastest weapon I have.
Yeah, still. I can only cast bark skin twice because I took bark skin twice.
Yeah.
I can only protect you for a round.
Yeah, it's like shield, I imagine. It's a quick, it only lasts for the round, just ups my AC.
Yeah, but shield is a reaction.
Yes, but I don't know.
That changes this a lot.
So I would say that you can have, I guess, either a leather or a padded helmet. Actually, I'm not sure. Is that a helmet? No. Once again, the tables on this thing are so horribly organized.
Yeah.
I would take the benefit if you're going to give it, but I'm okay with playing the character without it.
Yep.
I'll let you. I'll say that you can have like a
leather helmet to give me a
simple
point.
leather helmet. Yeah.
A point of
I'll
AC.
give you a point of AC.
Okay.
Sure.
I'll take it.
I will purchase you a leather helmet.
Rules are meant to be bent sometimes.
How much am I spending on a leather helmet?
It's not that expensive. You've already paid for gold for stuff.
Okay.
And I want to buy 4 henchmen. No, I actually can't have henchmen. Not yet.
And then, shit, what was the other thing? Oh. Is there, what would it be in your world? A shaman, potentially? Who in a town like this might know something about the wildlife?
Anyone who's coming here to do trade in sort of hunt hides, herbs, stuff like that.
Okay.
So, like the people here who are selling,
Like a trapper?
yeah. So the people here who run the outposts, they're the ones with the shops. They're selling stuff, but they also got to get those things from someplace, and they're not always coming through caravans. Some people come here to trade goods, and it's not always money trades. It's, hey, here's a bunch of bear hides. Can I get a bunch of herbs for these? And, so
Okay.
you can find people who are like that.
I will find a trapper, and I will ask them specifically on the route that leads through the barrens and within the barrens, what more dangerous beasts exist? What are we dealing with wildlife-wise in the barrens?
Well, the most dangerous thing you can find out there is going to be your fellow humans.
Hearing the accent, I'm just gonna immediately smile because I also agree. Yeah, fucking look, us. What are we? Us gallery folk.
Gallery.
Us gallery folk. Yeah, probably think the other humans. It's probably the worst thing out there.
And then the Barrens is also where the Haratayan like to make their home. And you'll know that those are the faceless sort of sand demons. They are fleshy body, have big old claws, they have a humanoid form. Their face is completely sort of caved over. They have no eyeballs. They have slits for a nose, and their mouths are think Baraka from Mortal Kombat. They got those big ol' I eat flesh teeth. So there's one.
For running into any of those? Anything I should know?
If there's a lot of them, and they like to... If there's a lot of them, they're brave. If there's not a lot of them, they're cowards. If they don't attack you right away, they're trying to size you up. They might faint like a bear would charge you and then stop. You faint first and scare them off. Now, if there's one of them and they're very brave, that's a female. You get your ass out of there. Because there's a whole lot more males right behind her, and they will tear you apart. But those are rare. You don't have to worry too much.
Anything more mundane?
Mundane. You might have, sir, some large cats. Your occasional desert wolf. What else is out there in the barrens? Oh yeah, wyverns. Those should be in season right about now, so keep your eye on the sky.
I'll just nod. Thank you, friend.
You're welcome.
I think that's it for all the things I need to do.
Okay. What about you, Trent?
After I get my things, I'm probably going to just wait by the stables on the horse.
They're all like fucking fully decked out now.
Yeah.
We got some dope ass horses.
I'm probably going to befriend the horse, as I would normally do with any non-hostile animal. A trained a domestic or non-hostile animal, I can befriend it automatically. We're homies now.
Sorry, bro. These are Mustangs. Wild Mustangs. You're not befriending them. They have hot temperaments. They are hostile.
I'm also already have a mouthful of chew. I'm just fucking taking this nicotine ride.
All right. So you befriended your horse. You've geared up your horses.
Horses.
And now you're just waiting.
Now I'm waiting for him to finish up what he needs to do, and then just chilling out.
Probably upon coming back, I'll do the same thing, though, with not nearly the same success of start, brushing down the horse and whatnot, trying to befriend it, but talking to you and be like, well, we're going into the barrens. Apparently, there are, how do you say this? Heratian? Heratian? Sorry. Heratian there. You know what that is?
Would I have any familiarity with that?
If you're from the Northern Fjordlands, you might have heard of them, but you've probably never seen them.
Never seen him.
Oh. Apparently, they are likely not to be a problem for us. It might do something akin to a bear, faint in your direction. Correct response is to get big and get nasty towards it first, and they'll probably fuck off. Unless it's a female. And then we should leave, was the advice that I got.
Stories I've been told is big things with no faces and a lot of teeth. I generally already steer clear of most of those.
Well, maybe they have information. Perhaps you should flex your muscles and flash them your pretty eyes and see if you could get them to tell us where the caravan went.
As a short king myself, I don't think there's going to be much flexing they'd appreciate. I'm 5'8".
I don't know. I immediately forgot how to pronounce it. Heratian? Heratian. I don't know. You never know what a female Heratian might be into.
Well, if you've already said to stay away from them, I'm not looking for any toothy fun.
as we are talking, I will simultaneously be casting Goodberry, and as 4 of them, I rolled for it already, appear in my hand, I will just pop one into my mouth. You need one?
Sure.
I will hand over a Goodberry. Also, I can't cast that again today, just so you're aware. That's my one and done for the day.
I'll look at it and just
Never really get used to it. And I'll eat it.
Mark off another one of my... We now have 2 points of healing in our campaign.
It probably, for the most part, it probably either feels like nothing or it feels good.
Oh, they're sensu beans. It probably just feels like satiating your hunger immediately and giving you the energy and shit that you would need that you would traditionally get from eating without the gross of like, oh, I ate and I have energy now, but also it was a gut bomb and it was greasy. You just don't get any of that.
No, yeah. What I was going to add to it is I'm pretty sure I would be like a child in vegetables, which is for no reason. I just don't like it.
Oh,
it
that's
just
fine.
feels uncomfy. So I'm just going to like eat it. And I know it's good. I know it feels great. But part of me goes, ugh. Like part of me thinks it tastes chalky. It doesn't. I just think it tastes chalky.
Watching you make that reaction and be like, you ever hear the old adage of if no one's around, does a bear shit in the woods? And I'll pop mine into my mouth. Druids don't. This is the important RP.
Yeah, this is 100% what we needed.
You hear a voice. Well, that's good to know. I suppose, you're the men Rick God sent for us.
Turn around. What do we see?
You see 3 guys. They are all bearing the armor of the golden hair, which is, it is like a black leather with a red chest plate. There is the golden hair insignia stamped onto the red chest plate. It is like a rabbit's foot. One of the guys looks a bit, I wouldn't say older, maybe in his later 30s, gruff, heavy beard. He's the one speaking to you. There is a younger man who, by younger, I mean he's probably not even in his 20s yet.
Mm-hmm.
He looks fresh for battle, just got fitted into the suit.
Old enough to be married and have kids.
True. For at least 5 years.
Yeah.
And then there is another man who has a little bit of gray coming out of his hair, but he looks like he is the most stern and steady of the bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Big guy.
You fellas ready for the ride out?
Well, yeah, we've done all our preparations, and we are ready to go, as long as you are.
Look over and nod to Sharon.
Shh. Air. Sharon.
Ain't nobody here knowing how to pronounce nothing today.
It's a name I'm not familiar with, man. It's a little rough.
I realized that I do that all, instead of looking up generators, I just make up names. That's how I run all of my games. I think it makes my players feel like there's like a unique culture in the world, which I guess there inherently is.
But you're not actually doing it, you're just making shit up.
I'm just making shit up. I'm making shit up and I'm like, that sounds like it could be a name.
All right. Let's head out.
All right, then. We got the general route from the boss, so let's go. The guy gets on top of a horse and walks it out the stables.
I think will be a staple is like during this interaction, I'm more just watching how these 3 men interact with Trent rather than interacting with them directly myself.
Mm-hmm.
The person who hired us, whose men they are, told us he doesn't trust his own men. So I have no reason to trust them yet, either. Not that I won't, but
Are you? I thought you were just electing him to be the face.
Yeah, I am, mostly so that I could pay attention, because I am inherently skeptical of people in general. Certainly people I've been told that aren't explicitly trustworthy.
What's the landscape as we head out?
Here it is mostly flat grassland. There are a few pockets of wooded areas here, but the Meadowlands got the name Meadowlands for a reason. It is a very large flat grassland. It is it's very friendly to wild horses. Horses here are plentiful, so plentiful that they're kind of cheap to purchase. It's not a big deal to have a horse.
Yeah.
So
Probably as we got enough away from, I don't know if anything happens before that, but if we got enough away from the city, I would like to step a little bit off the road and just kind of grab some of the local dirt and grass and just kind of like rub it all over the helmet, the newly purchased helmet.
Just so it doesn't look nice and new.
Also, it doesn't smell nice and new. It smells like the area.
So instead of smelling like leather, it smells like dirt and grass.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy enough.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys ride out, and you're following that path that was given to you. It is heading west towards the Barrens, the greater area known as the Midlands. And you're off.
And I would also specifically like to be looking out for longer stretches where there are unseen areas where like you could get away with robbing a caravan, and then signs of distress or signs of like things being pulled off road. I don't know if I'd be able to see any of that, but I'm keeping an eye out for that.
Okay. You guys ride for a couple hours. It is chilly. You're traveling fast. You're on horseback. The climate is cold already, and there's nothing too out of the ordinary here. The Golden Hair trading post is pretty much on the horizon if you look behind you. And as you get to that 2 hour point, you start to see smaller little pockets of villages and civilizations. You might see some smokestacks here and there. Every once in a while, you'll hear some chatter between the Golden Hair men who seem to keep to themselves. But if someone is nearby, they might throw a word towards you every once in a while. It's just sort of pleasantries like, "Oh yeah, we never ask you your name, blah blah blah. Where are you from? What are you good at? What do you do? Stuff like that." Do you respond to this in any manner?
I wouldn't be rude, but I would not be open. I will give the answers needed, and I will be polite in conversation.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I think I would just be positionally not open for that conversation. They'd just not be around, not be near. Not directly, at least. But I would also not be necessarily rude. Unless they ask me specific questions that I would just, kind of like I did with Record. Just politely being like, I don't want to talk about that. Okay. If it has anything to do with Galeron, sorry. Galeron, I just don't want to talk about it.
The older man does ask you about Galeron.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I think I would tell him what it is. I don't want to talk about
your experience or
my
your
experience
purpose.
Or my purpose or any of those things.
All right.
I will pull a squirrel aside though and explain my whole backstory.
I'll call over the squirrel when he's done and be like, "All right, tell me what he knows."
We're friends now.
Oh, yeah, we're friends. Give me the dirt.
On your 3rd hour of travel, you'll see some people riding in your direction, opposite of the path you're going.
Riding hard or just riding?
Riding about the same pace you are.
Anything notable?
There are 3 of them. They don't seem to be of the Golden Hair. The Golden Hair's armor profile is very visible in the distance. These guys don't wear it. From what you can tell, I'd say 2,000-ish feet out, their horses look like they might be laden. But aside from that, you can't tell yet.
Laden?
Laden with gear.
I will try to see if anything notable I can see on them pops out of my to like give them any more attention than needed. Probably even marking identifiers if I need to find them later. But yeah, I'm not gonna. So far, it doesn't seem like I need to make a big deal of who these people are.
Yeah. Is there like a range at which you want more information on them, or?
Just any. It's 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that I can immediately identify them if I saw them in a bar later. So, any notable eye color, skin color, hair color. If they have any kind of ornamented armor.
Okay.
And also if anything in their stuff is visible, if it looks like anything that would be related to what we're doing.
I would like to, when they get close enough,
But
to
also
be able
not.
to,
I don't want to be fucking gawking at them. Just sorry.
when they get close, I don't mind gawking. When they get close enough to make out any detail, I would like to see the relationship between them and their horses, them and their mounts.
See the relationship?
As in, like, does it look like this is their horse that they've had for some time or something like that?
Is that something they could tell?
I imagine horses wouldn't behave as well for someone that, if someone stole a horse or something, the horse might look like nervous or agitated or something along those lines.
All right. As you get within closer range, go ahead and make me a perception checks.
Okay.
You're paying attention to these people.
Still trying to beat 21?
Correct.
You all right? What happened over there?
Had a minor dice explosion.
Oh.
I rolled a die. It bounced out. I tried to catch it and instead knocked my entire dice tray onto the floor.
Oh, lovely.
Here at U1, we take our games very seriously.
I just heard like an amount of noise and an amount of flailing out of the side of my eye. I was like, what happened? So my only hope for this is a natural 20, like, because I have +0.
No, you're rolling your perception score as your modifier.
Score as modifier. Okay. Okay, I see how that works.
Yes,
28.
It maths out to be the same as it would be in a 2E raw.
Sure.
It's just that you don't have to bounce back and forth between rolling under or rolling over things.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I forgot it's the actual score itself.
Yes. So you see them as they get closer. You can, identify whatever things you wish to identify about them. They seem common, like commoners, except for there's the one guy who's on the lead horse. He's got a full set of armor on him, like full field plate armor. Then you notice that there's one person riding. There's one horse with 2 riders on it.
The guy in full plate, is it fitted?
Yes.
Okay. And the laden horses, is that all of them? Or just the guy with the full plate?
2 of them are laden. The one with 2 riders has like half gear.
I mean, immediately seeing the one guy that has a fucking fitted full plate armor, I was like, that's probably their shit. I don't think it has anything to do with what we're doing.
Yeah.
But nothing stands out as anything related to what we're doing, right?
Do you continue to pay attention to them as they get closer or pass by?
Yeah.
You'll see that the person who is there a term for riding second on horse?
I don't know.
Is it riding bitch?
So riding
that.
riding bitch would be, but I don't know if there's an appropriate term. I know there's that slang.
Yeah, well, that person, they look injured.
Really? Okay,
Yes.
I was already going to, as they get close, I was going to ask them questions. I was going to spark up friendly conversation anyways. Seeing that, definitely I want to. As they get closer. Can
Okay.
I?
Yeah, how close do you want them to be to open this conversation up?
Pillion.
Loud talking?
Riding pillion?
Pillion, apparently.
Okay.
Riding pillion.
Loud talking. Not yelling, but not face to face immediately.
You're the one with the high charisma, correct?
I have a 9.
You have a 16.
Alright, just-
My adjust is +5.
Yeah, I'm taking that into consideration. Yeah, that's a big reaction to just.
Yeah.
You're pretty much going to be friendly to most people.
Hail strangers.
They see you and they slow down a bit. And if you slow down, the golden hair will slow down as well.
I'll slow down a bit.
The man in the fitted full plate armor looks at you. Oh, there.
You're riding back from the Barrens.
Yes, we are.
We're headed out in that direction. Anything we should know?
The Baron's gangs are very active right now.
That what happened to your friend there? I'll gesture over to the injured person.
Yep. She took one to the arm. Got bruised a bit, but as we fought off the smaller bunch, got to ride off. They chased us for some time.
Ambush, or did you see them coming?
It was an ambush. We were lucky. We were just setting up to travel for the day, and they bear down on us. Are you heading out that way?
We are indeed.
I would keep an eye on the horizon. It's Midland gangs. They can be quite dangerous.
How many hours back were you accosted?
Oh, we've been traveling for about a day. I don't know why they stopped chasing us, but it was short into the travel.
I'll kind of give a quick look over my shoulder to Trent and the other men to see if they have anything else to respond. No? I look back. Thank you for the guidance then.
Take care of yourselves. And the guy looks over to the golden hair. How far is the post from here? Oh, it's just a few hours. Keep on riding. You'll be there in no time. They nod. They share pleasantries. Continue riding off.
I'll continue riding on.
As we ride on, I'll do the identifiers. I'll write those down in my own little notes.
All right.
Sure. Continue riding on.
Okay. Continue riding on. Checking intelligence on some people. About 15-ish minutes into your riding on, the leader of the three, the guy with the heavy beard. Boy, so how did you know too much about Midland gangs?
Not terribly so, no.
You know too much about Midlanders in general?
Nod.
Something
No.
we should know.
Shake.
It's not too common much anymore. Not since the Otherworlders showed up. But, if you see a bloke pointing a metal stick at you, you get down. Otherwise, get ready for a good, close-up brawl.
Should we have been suspicious of that party that passed us?
I wouldn't say so. Man had a very fancy bit of armor on him.
He did, and it was fitted.
Yeah, it's probably a guide or a mercenary of some sort.
That's what I took him for.
He, didn't look as Sherman. Might even be triumvirate. So, I wouldn't worry too much about those folk.
Headed back to the outpost as well. I imagine if he was a problem of any kind, likely not where he would be going.
It's the safest place in Loon Tavam. Wouldn't worry too much about him. Or for him. He's in good hands if he has the pawns.
Anything else we should worry about for these gangs?
I don't know too much about their tactics. To be honest, I only know of them through stories. But,
Stories might be revealing.
stories are revealing, yes.
Was there any consistency to when somebody gets ambushed?
Well, they're usually not golden hair. That's for sure.
They don't pick those kinds of fights.
They know better.
I'm glad you have that armor then.
Well, that's why we wear it. So they know not to pick that fight. Aside from that, there's a bunch of different gangs out there, but when they do choose to attack you, it's generally an ambush. It's very rare when any one of these lowlives will decide to fight you face to face or let you know that they're coming. Things to look out for: they walk on two legs or ride horseback. That's probably a sign. If you see men wearing fancy red caps, they tend to be one of those gangs. Generally, those folk you could do business with. As for the other ones, wide brims, that's a good sign that they might be looking for trouble. And if you see a lot of women riding together, then you're in trouble too. Aside from that,
Seems to be a habit of the Midlands.
trouble is what Midlands is.
Well, more I was thinking. Back at the outpost, I was warned about Heretian.
Oh yeah, they're plenty of trouble too.
Well, specifically, we were warned that if there's a female, we should run. Now you're saying if there are lots of females in ganglands in the Midlands, we should run from that too.
Not necessarily need to run, but there's a good chance that you're going to have to run. They are vicious, but they're a lot more intelligent when it comes to picking a fight. If we're in even numbers, there's a good chance that they're just not going to look our way. If they're outnumbering us, there's a good chance they will be coming our way.
Anything in those tales of yours give a reason as to why they do what they do?
Who do what they do?
Any of the Midland gangs?
Truth be told, when I was a younger lad, my grandfather used to tell lots of stories of the Midlands. His grandfather used to actually live in the Midlands. The Midlands were a much nicer place. But, once the other worlders sprung up, let's say that the politics between the East and the West became a little bit rough. Midlands are known to cavort with the West, and the Triumvirate doesn't like that. Been a lot of strife. So, since then, they've become a bit more vicious, better able to defend themselves from Eastern hostilities.
When the otherworlders began influencing the Midlands, is that when they started pointing metal rods at folks?
They've been known to have them. They just haven't been known to use them. Usually they use them on each other, because gangs have always been a problem. They just haven't been as widespread. The Midlands was a much richer place at one time. Much quieter, much more peaceful. In recent times, as my grandfather has told me, a lot of that wealth has started to accumulate in smaller places, and doesn't really spread around to the common folk. And, well, when commoners don't have coin, they take the coin they need, instead of earning it, like ourselves.
On that note, should we get ambushed, I assume you have orders to fall in line with us for a fight?
Our orders are to follow your commands, follow your judgment, unless of course it's a suicide mission, in which then we'll be telling you that we should be going the other way.
Fair enough. I assume you fight with blade and fist and not with The arcane, then?
Not a lot for arcane in the Golden Hair. We pride ourselves on our martial ability. The boy there is a good shot with the longbow. I prefer myself a couple swords. The old man has his great sword. I've been known to be a marksman myself with a short bow and a crossbow. So, wherever you need me, just point the way.
Well, should things go down in that way, and it sounds like they very well might, I'll likely be in the back with the boy, just so you're aware of it.
All right. And, how about you, Mr. Hillsman?
The longbow does a lot of work, but
Put both my hands on my hilts.
I always love to use the swords.
Good man. Well, we won't be outmatched for range. Got ourselves a little artillery squad here. If trouble does come like that, suppose we'll be firing off some shots and then meeting them in battle head on.
I'd probably showing you the targets where my arrows land, but hopefully we don't get in too much of that.
That's always the hope.
Yes.
A job best done is a job that's not dangerous.
Yes.
The dangerous ones pay more.
True. But I prefer the common life, so I avoid going for jobs that pay like that.
Well, perhaps you should have taken a job that ate other golden hair instead of a couple of mercs.
This time it wasn't my choice.
Well, I expect you to act appropriately, all the same.
As I always do.
And we will in kind.
As I hope you do.
Give a firm nod. I think kind of ending my participation in the conversation, I'll kind of kick my horse a little bit ahead. Look back outwards. After a couple of hours, I certainly want to be looking out for ambushes. I don't think we need to immediately, but...
Yeah, so in the Meadowlands, an ambush should be pretty hard to set up unless there's some tall grass somewhere or a very well camouflaged.
Yeah, but as we get into the Midlands.
As you get into the Midlands, things become a bit more hilly. There are some cliffs, crags, mesas, stuff like that. Think like similar to like Mojave, Arizona, stuff like that.
I gotta correct myself because in character I'm saying Midlands, but above table you've been saying Midlands, and I gotta say Midlands. I should say Midlands in above table conversations when I'm not doing an accent.
Say it however you want.
The center lands.
The middle place.
Malcolm.
No.
As we continue on.
Right?
No.
You continue on. You continue riding for some time, and the sun will begin to settle. How far into the night do you wish to travel, if into the night at all?
Yeah. I only have one colored eyes, and they don't have dark vision, so I would probably want us to, before, like, that hour of dusk, and I would pitch this to the group, but that hour of dusk is like, start finding a good place to settle down, to make a camp, to, guard ourselves.
Okay.
As soon as we do, I also would like to pick a place that has pretty good vantage point where we are, and then just set up an area for a fire, set up an area where we're going to be sleeping, and then set up the watch rounds.
Yeah, you could go ahead and roll me a D100. Say, the lower the better for your advantageous campsite.
Not great, 67.
So you can find yourself a spot. You'll find yourself like a nice sort of rocky outcropping that you can, protect yourself from vision from one side, but on the other side of this rocky outcropping, it's probably just as easy for somebody else to climb over towards your camp as it is for you to climb over towards the other side.
Sure.
One thing I would like to be doing is keeping an eye out and approaching an avian creature of any kind. Any bird in the area.
Is there any preference to the kind of bird, or is it just any bird?
I think any bird would be fine.
You find yourself a sparrow that lands on one of those sort of desert tree shrubs.
Sure. I will cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And I will approach this bird.
Why don't you read off Speak with Animals for us?
Sure.
Give us a little taste of what 2nd edition spells are like.
Hello, bird. How you doing? Oi, mate. How you doing, bruv? I was just having me some seeds. How you doing?
You know, I always thought to try and give all Speak with Animal targets of normal animals like a singular accent across all of them.
That'd be great.
Every single animal in this world is Australian. Why?
It's just what Speak with Animals does. It just gives them that accent.
They don't actually speak in that accent. It's just that spell was made by someone who spoke like that.
It's the original creator's voice. When they made the spell Speak with Animals, that's just what's been translated to everybody. It's just his voice talking. He just made it that way.
So, it is an AoE spell. 1 animal within 30 feet. Casting time 5. Duration 2 rounds. So 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
2 minutes of
rounds.
conversation. No save, no damage. The spell empowers the priest to comprehend and communicate with any warm or cold-blooded, normal or giant animal that is not mindless. The priest is able to ask questions of and receive answers from the creature, although friendliness and cooperation are by no means assured. Furthermore, terseness and evasiveness are likely in basic, wary, and cunning creatures. The more stupid ones will instead make inane comments. If the animal is friendly or of the same general alignment as the priest, it may do some favor or service for the priest. Thank God I'm neutral. As determined by the GM. Note that this spell differs from the Speak with Monsters spell, for this spell allows conversation only with normal or giant non-fantastic creatures such as apes, bears, cats, dogs, elephants, and so on. It is an alteration spell.
Is the priest within 140 feet of me?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, I knock a flight arrow as he does. No.
You cast Speak with Animals. You are within 30 feet, I believe, of the creature.
I would have to be.
Mm-hmm.
I'll approach a little bit, but not like right up to it, and then speak out in its direction. Hello, friend.
It's pecking around at its feet. Yes? Hello? You speak?
I can, yes. At least for a short time. I was wondering if you saw any other folk, like me and my friends here, around the area. Perhaps dangerous ones.
Folk? You and friends?
Have you seen anybody that looks like myself? Or those fine folks, as I'll point to the rest of them. Any 2-legged creatures?
2 legs, yes. Many?
Today?
Today? Yesterday? Yesterday?
This hour?
Yesterday? Hour?
Fuck you for making me have to think about that.
I love it when people try to make a kobold count.
Have you seen any just before you landed on there? Before you perched?
You?
Any other than me and these ones? Any that would still be around now?
Sometime?
That would be around now?
No?
How far away?
Far.
Far enough to not be a danger for me and my friends. And again, every time I say me and my friends, so that he doesn't question it, I will point at my friends.
Unless they come looking? No?
All right. I did not buy any food. All right. Well, thank you, friend. Good hunting. Hope you get some good worms.
Worms? Worms?
Hope you find them.
Yes, will. Sun. Sun up. Wait.
By the way, if you see anyone, 2 legs, like me and my friends, but that are not me and are not my friends, come and let me know. Might be some food in it for you.
Food? Okay.
If you see them, and if they're really there, I will check first before giving you any food.
Okay.
No lying.
Okay.
Good bird.
Lions? No lions.
Don't need to know about any lions.
It's chirping now, I assume.
Oh, I wasn't sure if you were actually looking at that.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Good bird.
Chirp.
Pleasant hunting to you.
Chirp, chirp.
I will walk away.
Mm-hmm.
The chirp chirp doesn't bother me at all.
All right.
I'll walk back to my group. Help set up camp for the evening.
All right.
We'll have a rotating watch.
Yeah, I would want to be on watch. I'm starting to trust these golden hairs more, but you know, I trust the one that talked the most. Go figure, it's the only one we talked to, and we made an active decision not to talk to them.
Gee,
But-
if you get to know people, you might think differently of them.
Weird. I mean, it is the purpose of me watching.
Yeah.
And the purpose of me watching is more to just sell the fact that I'm not immediately friendly with people, but I am a friendlier character. So like, yeah, a little bit of time goes by. Oh, look, I'm talking to him now.
I'd much prefer and feel safer by myself, but this is the group I'm in.
Oh, I thought about being like, how about you don't send guys with us you don't trust? How about we just go the 2 of us?
You could have always said it.
Yeah, we might need the men.
Probably also, this is Meadows, right?
You're approaching more of like an chaparral, Mojave-ish kind of region.
Chaparral.
Chaparral.
Would there be a way for me to find and gather a decent amount of like dried twigs and sticks and stuff?
There are plenty of bushes around.
So I would have done that and probably right before sleep, kind of in areas in a pretty wide perimeter, probably setting down some sort of like layering of these dried twigs, kind of in a circular pattern around us.
Okay.
Just heading back.
Just crunchies.
Just crunchies, something that would make noise, hiding them in the grass.
I got a bird looking out for us. It's fine. If there are any 2-legged creatures or lions, they'll tell us.
And then I will nod to you as you were the first one who elected for watch, or
Sure.
All right. Keep them eyes open.
Not as pretty as yours, but I'll do what I can.
No, it's too many times you do that.
I'm gonna go into my bed and sleep probably as lightly as I would normally sleep in a place where I'm not very comfortable.
Mhm.
Still trying to get rest, but
Both of you are going to be taking watches, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. In any order?
I'm taking that first watch.
And you?
I could do either the middle or the last watch.
Put you for last.
I'll do last.
Sharon, why don't you roll us a perception check?
18.
Only an 18?
Yeah. I'm rolling sub 5s this whole game so far. Saving it for combat.
I know how that works.
Saving it for combat, you know?
Pretty average night. Probably your first time out here in the Badlands.
Badlands or Midlands? Same.
It's most like the same thing. The northern part is less Badlands. The Badlands is more referred to like the Chaparral region, the
Okay.
deserty region. All right.
Sure.
Or Barrens. That's also what it's called. Barrens, Midlands, Badlands.
Yeah, I will spend my time looking out at the horizon,
Mm-hmm.
looking at the crunchies,
You
looking towards the sky, see if my little bird friend comes around.
got a sky full of stars. You got a half moon, few clouds.
Are there any omens in the stars? I do have an astrology skill.
Yeah, I read that and like that is super mystic. That is super mystical.
Yeah.
I think you have to roll a check for that though. Do you?
I just have a skill. It's a proficiency.
Yeah,
All I have is astrology. I don't know what it does.
There is a page with the proficiency description.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just read off a list and I thought I get points for all astrology checks. That's what I thought it did.
Well, I mean, for like basic things, it kind of just adds you bonuses. So, like if you're doing a navigation check, it gives you a +2 to that if the stars are in the sky.
Okay.
For omens, I think you do have to do a check for that.
You do it per person. It's limited to the next 30 days. Knowledge is vague at best.
Yeah. I'm literally looking for like omen, like augury, where it's like wax wheel, whatever. Like just that's a good omen. Also, the good omen and bad omen don't have to do anything to do with me or my venture because it's the same stars everybody's looking at. This is me not believing in my character's own beliefs.
You have a +1 to all navigation as long as the stars are out. But your prediction stuff is related to a person when you know their signs.
What do you mean?
So knowing the birth date and time of any person, the astrologer can study the stars and celestial events and then prepare a forecast of the future for that person. The astrologer's insight into the future is limited to the next 30 days.
Okay, me.
Yeah, so
I assume I know my birthday.
That's more astronomy than astrology.
It is fully. You literally said the word signs.
Yeah. But the last half of it is like, oh, this is astrology because it works with your navigation check.
Yeah, if successful, the proficiency check is made, or if a successful proficiency check is made, the astrologer can foresee some general event, a great battle, a friend lost, a new friendship made. The DM decides the exact prediction based on his intentions for the next few gaming sessions.
That's funny because it's like, oh, you're going to lose a friend in the next combat. And the GM just has to go, you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, the DM just has to force the hand of that. Okay, anyways, 27.
Well, sorry. Note the prediction does not guarantee the result. It only indicates the potential result.
It's all purposeless, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, when my players... I feel the same way when anyone ever casts augury. And it's like, well,
Okay.
you're heading towards... You know you're heading towards combat. So is that bad? But if the result of the combat is that you get a reward, the thing that you want, wouldn't that be good? And then if a player dies in it, is it back to being bad? And also, isn't all of that player driven and dice driven? How the fuck can I answer your spell here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and also, if the proficiency check is failed, no information is gained unless a 20 is rolled, in which case the prediction is wildly inaccurate.
What do you mean? Say again?
Well, because a 20 would be a natural failure in that case.
Yeah. So a natural failure would mean that the prediction is wildly inaccurate.
I got 27.
Okay, so does he have to declare something that's like, I want to know about this? Or is it just like, what's going to happen to me?
Can study stars and celestial events and prepare a forecast of the future for that person. So you're limited to the next 30 days.
A 30-day
The knowledge is vague at best.
forecast of whatever the stars would want to tell me about me for the next 30 days.
Yeah. So, it's all
And
really
vague at best.
you got. So you take a look at the stars, and you're like, "What's in? Tell me, Cosmos.
Mhm.
What's in it for me here?"
Can you do this in a Carl Sagan voice?
I don't know what Carl Sagan sounds like.
The pale blue dot. Trying to think of that whole.
You have great strife and great reward ahead of you, and strange tidings.
Imagine you just turn to a player and be like, "You're gonna betray the party. You're gonna betray your player party."
You will betray somebody that's sleeping next to you. Not that one. Not that guy.
Yeah. You will betray Trent.
Is that what the star says? Yeah, dude.
Within the
star
next
said
2
it.
weeks,
It
you
just-
will betray Trent.
There you go. Strife and reward in a strange adventure that might open up a new world to you.
I'll think about that pretty deeply. I think I'm actually. So I was gonna say I've been in the background every once in a while whenever there's downtime, like when we were waiting at the outpost. I have my dagger and I'll be like carving, just like animals. That's like just a downtime thing that I do, is just carving little animals. Maybe I was carving a wolf or something. I'm gonna pull out a new block and start carving another thing, which doesn't matter for the game at all. But I'm now thinking about the otherworldly peoples, and I think I'm carving my best imagination of an otherworldly beast with these tidings.
All right.
Yeah.
For the rest of your watch, you take care of that. You might hear the howling of some sort of animal out in the distance. Wolf, maybe. Aside from that, nothing else out of the ordinary happens. You can end your watch, and the golden hair will take over for the next 3.
And Trent.
Trent, you get woken up. The older man jostles you awake. It's your turn.
Thank you, sir.
I will perch up in an area, and I will, per ranger abilities, I will slink into what available shadows I have to be nearly invisible. Just hide myself.
Now, is that a regular thing in words, or is that using the thief skill?
This is where is it? There has to do something about linking around in the shadows. So, while wearing studded leather armor, the ranger can try to move silently, hide in shadows. His chance to success in natural settings is given on table 18.
Yes, so you'll be rolling on that table. It's a D100 roll under.
Yes. 22.
It's pretty good. What's your...
Ranger, hide in move casting. I don't know. That's a weird...
There should be a table there. If not, then there's one on the rogue
It's a
sheet.
3 on that table.
3?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's a level 3. Shadow... Well...
You're 4th level.
We are 5th level.
5th level.
characters.
Sorry, I don't know. I don't know what that table means.
Hold on. All right, so you want to roll under 31.
Yeah, so I rolled 22.
Yeah, so you slink into the shadows as best you can.
Oh, okay. Okay, now I get it. I get what that is. I was like, what the fuck? What's happening on that table? It's just if I'm trying to be in shadows, I have to, at level 5, I have to be under 31.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I think move silently is what, 43?
40.
Okay.
So I am, as far as anybody else would see, it's
You're-
a 4-player party at this.
Yes,
Campsite.
you are a shadow right now.
Yeah.
Because you are hidden inside one.
Yep.
Right. Go ahead and roll a perception check as you do your watch.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah, at least a 14 on perception for that one.
I think I have 10, so I think 17 is the total.
The ranger with 10 perception.
Yep.
I went heavy perception. It's why my intellect or my intelligence was so low. For a lot of those proficiencies I was grabbing I went heavy perception.
In order to be ranger, 4 of my stats needed to be above a number, and those four ability scores that I had were the only ones that were high. Everything else was 10 and lower.
Right, so you fail that, correct?
Yes.
You're there slinking in the shadows, waiting and waiting. You know, you're waiting for something to happen, but this is a 5-man watch. Your watch is probably incredibly short. As it is, the sun is probably rising at this point in time. And it will be rising in the east. And let's say roll a d8. It's just so we could position how your camp is set.
6.
So your camp is facing on the little stony outcropping. The outcropping is facing towards your camp is on the south of it.
Sure.
So as the sun rises, your cover will slowly begin to disappear. The calling of wild animals in the distance tends to come to a halt. Slowly, now you start to hear a few birds here and there. You might see off in the distance something slithering along the ground. But what catches your eye, rather what catches your ear, and it's awfully close, closer than you expected it to be, is you see this sort of fleshy looking thing on all fours, slowly crawling towards the camp.
Do I have it in eyesight?
Yes.
If I was to wake everybody, would they not have their full rest?
They'd probably have it.
So I will knock a sheaf arrow. Probably as what distance is it? From me?
Assuming you're hiding around the rocky outcrop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably the only place you really can hide. Say it's approaching 100 feet.
Okay, I can get it. I'll knock a sheaf arrow and probably try to just aim down it, and as I release it, I would probably begin to alert my compatriots.
All right. Is 100 feet within medium range?
Within medium range of the sheaf.
Okay.
I would switch to flight if I needed more, but...
Well, that just matters for your short, medium, long distance.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the flight has 40 more feet.
Yeah. You fire off an arrow. It doesn't seem to do anything until you start to alert everyone else around you. It is surprised. Go ahead
Do I hit it?
Go ahead and roll your attack against it with a bonus of, I believe, +2 for surprise.
Yeah. And I add my 2 hit,
Which is your level -1. And then add dexterity, which I believe yours is a plus. I forget.
Oh, it's my level -1?
Yes, your basic hit bonus, your redone Thaco. I just call it base attack bonus, kind of in line with Pathfinder. It will be your level -1, so you should have a +4 naturally.
And then my hit adjustment is +1.
That's because he's a ranger, right?
That's because he's a warrior.
Yeah. Because mine's lower. Mine's a 2.
Yeah.
And my muscle.
Yours is like 1/4 every level or something like that.
And then my missile to hit is +1, so it would be +5.
Correct.
Okay.
And then another 2 for surprise.
Okay. So that would be 18 total.
Okay.
2 hit.
Your arrow hits dead on. I'm not sure if this is a 2E thing, but I do use surprise AC. That's why we have a little breakdown on the sheet here. surprise AC, and what was the other AC? Touch AC.
Surprise AC, essentially removing your dex.
Yes, all you get is your armor and your natural. You will hit dead on. It is not a critical roll because your die is only 12th, is it?
What's it damage?
Yeah. No, just your 2 hit dice is too low to be a critical roll, but it is high enough to hit.
It's a 13 on that.
Yeah. So you'll be rolling normal dice of damage.
Okay.
And you're alerting everyone to the presence of this creature. Not bad. What's your total?
+1 damage, correct? Because of my... Oh, sorry. No, that's defensive adjustment. Missile 2 hit, +2 damage, I have +1. Because that's my dex. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So 9 total.
All right. You hit it. You see the creature jolt up backwards, and it gets out a big sort of ear-shattering cry. And what are you doing now? You've alerted everybody?
Yeah, I would probably move to get closer view of what this is while alerting the party. Like, we're probably moving towards the party and towards, like, swinging around them.
Okay. Everyone's gonna sit out the first round just because they're waking up. You, however, will be rolling initiative.
Okay.
So, initiative rolls in 2nd edition, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, is modified by your action. If you have a weapon that has a speed factor, that will add on to your initiative. The lowest initiatives go first. Every round, you will declare what you're doing, roll your initiative, and then things play out. So, you're declaring to move and then look, or move and then shoot. What are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to move closer to this thing. I do want to shoot it, but I also do want to see what this thing is.
Okay. So you don't need there's no initiative modifier for just looking at stuff as you're doing, nor is there for moving if you're doing something else. I think moving is going to be a +3. Most fast things are just going to be +3. The only thing faster than that, I think, is an unarmed attack, which is +2, I believe. So you want to attack. That is what you want to do. So you're going to add your weapon's speed factor, or factor, whatever it is on the sheet, to your roll of D12.
Okay.
His initiative roll is a D12?
Correct.
Okay.
That's not great. So I have +3 for moving.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have...
No, you don't have +3 for moving.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
only if moving is the only thing you're doing, then that's when you use the +3.
Okay. It's still terrible. It's 20.
That is pretty slow.
It's 8. 8 is to shoot a bow is 8.
That is pretty slow. All right.
Oh. But I have 3 per round. So it's a 3-1 weapon.
Correct. That was a surprise round. You only get the one.
Okay. So this round I would have 3 shots. Correct?
Yes. Now, that changes if you move. So, another thing that this game does, if you're familiar with Pathfinder 1st Edition, is that if you move a certain amount of distance in combat, your attacks get cut down.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So, with 3 attacks per round, I believe if you move at least half your move speed, then you can only shoot once.
Then knowing that I have a good distance on it, I would probably still, in that surprise round or however it worked of alerting my party, if I could still do that, I would like to maintain my 3 shots.
Well, the surprise round only gets the 1 attack.
No, I'm saying,
but after this,
yeah, instead of moving in this round.
So instead of moving, you're just gonna let out, hey, everybody,
Hey, we got something.
and then you want to have your 3 attacks for this first
Yeah.
round of combat. Okay, that's fine. The creature has an initiative of 6 right now.
Jesus,
So it'll be moving
Christ.
first. It rolled a 3. It is moving, and after it lets out its little cry, it's going to sort of hunch over a bit, lift its claws. It has these gigantic sort of almost spade-like claws, and go straight into the ground, and it's going to burrow into it.
Oh, that's good.
Mhm. And almost as quickly as it leaped up, it is now submerged.
I mean, I imagine there's no hold action in this in terms of like my action is just forfeited if it doesn't pop up again in this round.
I believe so.
I will probably, if I can, alert the party in this minute that it is underground.
Okay. You alert the party. People start getting up. The older man comes flying out of his tent with his sword. He's wearing nothing but his pants, his like long johns kind of. And he's there. He's like, "What is it? Where to go?"
Yeah, if I can answer, it'd be.
Mhm.
Do I understand what this creature is?
From descriptions, you figure it might be a hair tie-in.
Is this dangerous at all? Did I fire too soon?
I don't know.
I'm saying I don't know your world. I don't know the creatures.
Well,
I'm saying would I have knowledge of that?
You know from what you were told.
Aggress first.
Aggress first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I will know the name of it, so I will give that call to the party.
Okay.
Hairtine Underground.
A hair tie-in.
Hairtine.
He looks around. Did you get it?
Landed one.
All right. At the end of the round, the rest of your party will be awake. The ones who have to don armor will still be donning it, but the two golden hairs come out, no armor, just the weapons. What about you, Sharon?
So, I am supposed to pray at the beginning of each day to re-prepare all of my spells.
Mm-hmm.
So, how long does that take? If that's a 10-minute venture, I won't do that right now. If that's going to take me a round to prep my spells, I'll do that.
So how the way it works is, I believe it's you have an hour to memorize spells, and it takes 10 minutes per spell level.
So yes, I have no spells.
Well, you still have the whole hour because I'm still giving you the long rest, the rest time.
Yeah.
So you can come out, and if you're going to come out and see that there's nothing going on, you still have that time still.
If there's nothing going on.
Yes, and as long as you start the spell before the time ends, you'll finish it, so long as you finish it.
Yeah, if you finish it, yeah. But this might be a call for immediate action, so I think I will just come out with my crossbow if I see an enemy.
And the spells that you had previously are still there because you're a cleric.
They have to be re-prepped.
Do they have to be re-prepped every day? I don't think that's the case unless it's specific to cleric or priest.
What I read is that I have to re-prep them every day. At the beginning of each day, I have to pray to re-prep my spells.
Okay, so then I'm thinking of wizards.
It could be that there's another rule in there where I only have to re-prep the spent spells. So my non-spent spells might still be there. I don't know.
Well, I know that there's a difference between the two. I just don't remember them specifically. I'm more familiar with the wizard having to do every spell piecemeal that they forgot
Sure.
to like relearn them.
Well, I think I need to do that part. I don't know if I need to re-prep spells that didn't get used. I don't know. Either way, in this moment, I will come out just with crossbow ready.
Actually, I think you do, but you just have to spend the entire hour. I don't think the time restriction is for you. I think that's just wizards.
Yeah. Either way, I will come out crossbow ready. If there is a creature, I will shoot it.
Okay. You come out. You see your allies. They're all standing around, looking around, as if they're waiting for something to happen.
Sure.
All right.
I will stand and wait for something to happen as well.
All right.
If nothing happens for 10 minutes, I'll start prepping spells.
All right. A minute goes by. Nothing happens. Another minute goes by. Nothing happens. The older man looks at you. You sure you got it?
I landed a heavy arrow on it.
Where?
Where did I get it?
Just point in direction.
I pointed out where I hit it. I'm saying, like, where did I hit it? It's
Oh.
with the arrow.
You don't recall, but he's asking for where it was.
Oh, I point out to where it dug under.
He goes and he takes this round to go take a look. Well, there's blood. Might have just fled.
All right. I would have liked to gotten that arrow back.
If it's just a hard tie-in, just the one?
Just the one that I saw.
Alright. The rest of you get ready for the day. I'll keep look.
I'll go to my little area and I'll pack it up. And
They are group pack creatures, so there might be more.
It did call out, so let's make quick with our getting on the road and getting out.
If I'm going to be of any use to you, I need to prepare spells.
I'll help pack up your stuff.
Nod. I will start preparing my spells.
Alright. The other two golden hairs go and get their armor on. They start to take their camps down slowly afterwards, but they're fully donned. The older man is still standing there by the hole. He's scanning the horizon. Nothing seems to be coming for you. After a while, he rests his sword over his shoulder. I don't think it's coming back.
I felt like I hit it pretty good. Might have given it a good spook.
Scare easy. You did well. You ever deal with them before?
No. Only heard stories.
Well, the next time they come running, just do the same thing again.
I figured.
Alright, I'm gonna go get my armor on. He goes to his tent. He starts to get his armor on. You have quite some time to pray for your spells.
Sure.
Alright. Everyone's together. The golden hair start breaking out some of the rations for the day. They figure the leader was well, I think that the little scare might want us keeping on our way. We should eat on the road. Is that all right with you?
Sounds fine.
I don't need food.
All right.
I'm going to cast Good Berry again. I'm going to have a Good Berry.
Pack up the horses then. Let's go. Okay. You guys continue traveling, following the path of the lost caravan. About 3 hours into your trip, you'll see in the distance what looks like a canvas-covered wagon. Broken down on the side of an unpaved road. Trail, really. It is obviously a trail. This looks like it is well-traveled. You can see that the trail itself is about 10 feet wide, and off to the sides there's some shrubberies and more rough ground. That is, however, 2,000 feet off in the distance.
the broken down.
Mm-hmm. And, well, as you see that coming over the horizon, I think it's time to put a little break.
Okay.
Right here.
Yeah, sure.
Put a little break in there.
Welcome back from our break. System exploration, exploring AD&D with our DM, Greythorn. Greythorn?
Yes. After a spirited conversation about initiatives and how they work, you'll hear about that on the podcast. We're back. You see, off in the distance, quite some ways away, probably 10 minutes of riding on horseback on the same speed. There is what looks like some canvas-covered wagons off in the distance, standing in the side of the road. Can you guys give me some perception checks?
Oh, I thought you said that these are these just like they're in a circle? Like it's like an encampment? Or
No.
these look like they're fucked with?
They look like they're just parked off the side of the road.
Oh,
28.
23.
You see these canvas wagons. Do you bring any attention to your golden hair compatriots?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I guess.
You all come to a stop. Well, they come to a stop. Do you do the same?
Sure.
All right. See off in the distance these wagons? It's like, do you think they could be the ones?
Bit far to tell from here, but I assume you would recognize your own sigils from further a distance than us.
Little far away, and spy glasses aren't really standard equipment for us.
That was one thing I wanted to get, but I forgot. Forgot to ask.
That actually costs 12 gold.
Oh, God.
I mean, they're super expensive in 5th edition. They're like 1,000 gold.
Yeah. In
1,000
5th
gold.
edition, they're insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I charge like 200 in my campaigns.
Well, and the golden hair will roll their own perception checks.
I also give them away for free all the time.
Yeah, just break them first. The young boy will point out, like, do you see them? And after bringing them to your attention, you'll see that there's movement around those wagons.
It could easily be just people resting. It's still morning, right?
Yes.
Could be Haratayan.
Potentially. We could get closer, but not move too quickly to be threatening. Just to get a better view.
The older man looks around. He's like, if we ride off in that direction, there's a little cliff out there that we could...
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Is there potentially a path where I could sneaky?
This little area here is pretty flat.
Yeah.
If you want to
figured.
sneak, the old man just kind of pointed out a cliff that we gotta sort of circle around to get to.
To sneak up to it.
Mm-hmm. You won't be close enough to fire off shots accurately, but you'll get a better view.
I just want better views.
All right, let's follow it.
All right, then. The golden hair ride off towards that direction. You guys follow, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
You make your way around. You get yourself to the cliff. You'll have to dismount your horses and climb up a little ways from the other side. But you can get on top, and you can get a better view of the area. This is quite a flat ground. There's plenty of shrubberies. There are some cactus about, not a lot. The Nopalis type cactus. Those big old flat ones. It's probably little like outcroppings much further past the wagons.
Sure.
And you see the wagons. There are 3 wagons. And what looks like 6 or 7 men.
Get the fuck out of here, dude! I wouldn't even notice anything if your fucking face didn't distort
I didn't
itself.
notice it until I said it. I'm like, I just really want to say 6. There was like 6 or 7 guys there.
Dude, your face like
Look, I
collapsed.
brought it down from 8. Okay, shut up.
Jesus Christ!
I didn't mean
bud.
to do it. God damn it. Gen Alpha is cooked.
Oh man. Anyways, I'll look over to the older soldier.
Recognize your sigil?
Yep. It's pretty damaged, but I can see it between those 2 flaps of canvas there. It's definitely ours.
All right. Looks like it might be the thing we're after.
You recognize anything about the folk?
Wide-brimmed hats, leather pants. Those are Hardin's boys.
It's going to be a problem confronting them. They're not the ones you'd mentioned earlier that make good deals.
They are not redcaps, no. These guys are bandits in every sense of the word.
Is that going to be a problem at all for the golden hairs? If we were to accost them?
They usually avoid the golden hairs. There's not a lot of us, but they probably wouldn't run from this fight with the 3 of us in our armor. The 2 of you coming to back us up might give them a better idea that it's their time to run. But the Hardin's boys are like hungry dogs. They get a piece of food in their mouth and don't want to let go. That wagon, that's a feast.
This is like open ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think we're going to get a good... I don't think there's a way we can get a good surprise on this.
Perhaps putting the golden hairs up front, riding in bold, might give them more reason to turn tail.
And there's a chance. there's more of them than there are of us. It might give them a little bravery.
Well, if these boys are looking for a fight, we might have to give them one.
Don't see much way around it.
Well, volley boys, if anybody has distance shots, get those ready.
You do that. As he reaches for his sword.
I think best strategy is you two ride. Well, yeah, you two ride or you three ride in front. We're behind. Still very noticeable. Hopefully they turn tail. And we maybe can pick them off one at a time as they fleeing.
I can make quite a little noise from quite a distance. Perhaps enough to get them to fuck off.
We wouldn't want them to run with the long box or with the small box. The long box they might leave behind, but we'd still, if they ran, there's a good chance we'd still have to go after them. At least if we want to retrieve everything. And I wouldn't want to lose sight of them if they did run off, because if we can't find what we're looking for, then we'd have to go find them. There might be a bigger group they run to.
Well, I can make a lot of noise very quickly with quite a lot of damage dealt. But it'll take me a decent amount of time to prepare such things. If it's happening in the midst of combat, I'll be quite useless.
Yeah. I would have liked to have routed them. If you three would be approaching and they would be clamoring for the fight, and us two could come from behind or from the side. But there's not much of that option.
You are in charge here, so whatever your say is, we'll go.
Yeah.
Wow. How fast are our horses?
I think they have. I gave you your guys' horse speeds, didn't I?
Yeah, I'm looking where on the sheet it is. Okay, they have a
24.
move of 24. What's our move?
Your moves on foot are 12.
We're at like a side angle, correct?
Yes.
So horses are quite fast.
Yes.
Do they have horses?
You see a few horses, but there's not enough for each of them. They're probably doubling up.
How many horses, and are they near each other?
3 horses. They are not pitched, but they're close by with a single guy watching over them.
One moment. What's the duration of a turn, by the
10
way?
minutes.
10 minutes. Oh, wow. A turn is 10 minutes?
Yes.
So for me to call lightning, it costs 10 minutes?
Yes.
A turn or, well, sorry.
A round is 1 minute, and a turn is 10 rounds.
Yeesh. What's your distance on that?
360 yards for call lightning, but at 80 yards, I could stop the horses.
With 360 yards?
For the call lightning, yeah.
That's pretty far.
That's what I was saying. I could be very loud from very far and possibly murk a bunch of these
Do you
things.
need clouds?
I don't know.
You probably do.
Really?
Look at the spells if you need clouds.
Well, hold on. I'm reading a different spell right now.
I'll look for her.
Yes. Welcome to the lovely conditional powers of advanced Dungeons and Dragon spells. God, they're so great. Meanwhile, if I walk in here as Balmar, I can just go call lightning, blam, blam, blam.
There must be a storm of some sort in the area. A rain shower, clouds, and wind, hot and cloudy conditions, or even a tornado.
Does that say that on the spell?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like the within the first line.
Okay.
When a call lightning spell is cast, there must be a storm of some sort in the area, a rain shower, clouds and wind, or hot and cloudy conditions, or even a tornado, including a whirlwind formed by a djinn or air elemental
Sure.
of 7 hit dice or more.
Question.
Yo.
Is there grass, weeds, brush, trees?
Plenty of brush and trees.
Perfect. Oh. Centered on the horses, I can at least stop them from moving.
First, is there a storm in the area?
There's not a storm. Damn. It is sort of the rainy season, but
Is it cloudy conditions?
we want to roll for it.
Do you want to roll for it? That's
No,
on
I'm
you.
thinking I'm going to cast Entangle.
Okay.
Centered on the horses, I can make the brush wrap around them, hold them in place. As our friend in the golden hair said yesterday, we have quite the team of volleys. We could shoot them from afar.
That might be best. I think if we approach you tucked behind the three a little bit more than I would be, that way you can disguise your casting.
Indeed.
And hopefully they bark towards us and not run. And then once you're within the range of doing your
That spell casts fast.
thing,
I don't need as much time to prepare that.
what's your distance on that?
Roughly 80 yards. Still a decent ways away from them.
That's
Probably
much,
not close enough for them to think about tucking tail yet, before
that's
it's
much,
too late.
Yeah, it's much further than range on your average bow.
Well, how about this? I wait for you to knock an arrow. Moment I see you knocking, I'll stop them in their tracks.
Maybe if they begin to flee, horse charge.
Considering I would be stopping them for 10 minutes, I think it'd be best to just get it out right away.
All right. Yes, I mean, granted, I would also like to avoid a fight as much as the rest of you would.
I think our chances of threatening them and intimidating them are better if they've already been trapped.
And potentially having a couple knocked down as well. I just worry that they would pocket the valuables and run.
Well, not if they can't run.
Exactly. I'm just saying, I avoiding the fight is preferred, but I don't think we can.
I'd prefer if we didn't kill the horses.
I would prefer that as well.
I'll look at the golden hair guys. Do they agree? Not kill horses?
Well, we're not really conservationists, but if we don't need to kill the horses, they're always worth something to someone. We are golden hair still. Pawns are in our nature.
Do you want to approach from the main road or from where we are now?
I say we approach bold, as we said before. With the golden hairs in the front.
Yes.
We get close enough for you to knock an arrow. The moment I see you do that, I'll cast my spell.
All right.
And then you just start picking them off while we yell belligerent threats in their direction to get them to drop their arms. And if they don't, we just continue to kill them.
Sounds good.
And if they do, they've surrendered. Perhaps we get some information from them.
All right, boys. Settled up?
I'll slink back to the back.
All right. Just looking real quick for something that is specific to this direct encounter that I don't have a specific answer to. And I'm not sure if I want to trust AI overview.
All right, call lightning.
That's what I say. Do these bandits have the 4th level spell? No.
Do these bandits have families?
All right.
The answer should always be yes to that question.
How are you approaching?
Bold. Just down this trail, face first down the trail. Golden hairs up front, and me in the back a little bit obscured.
Riding up
I can.
Cowboy Posse.
Yup.
All right.
Oh, sorry. Real quick question, because I just decided to look at it. Where did you get that your bark skin was only one round?
On Barkskin?
Because
Every one turn?
I have 4 rounds plus 1 round per level. So your bark skin would be 9 rounds.
Is it the casting time you saw?
Casting time
Maybe.
is 5. Area of effect is 1 creature.
Yeah, maybe it was. I don't know.
I was just double checking.
Oh, there's another bark skin. What's the difference? Oh, one's a level 2 bark skin, one's a level 1 bark skin.
Oh, you have a level
okay.
1 bark skin.
No. I do have the level 2, so that's good.
You can also see where the source of it comes from at the bottom of the card. Might be the big difference.
Player's handbook for the level 2. Well, the level is the big difference, it seems. Koibu is the level 1. The level 2, which I have it as level 2, spell slot 2. I have 2 of them. And they are indeed, yeah. So, I was just reading the wrong one is all.
Holy Christ. Tangle's a 40-foot cube.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
Jesus.
it's a good move. It's a good
Welcome
play here.
To AD&D 2nd edition.
Yeah.
Holy
The spells are powerful.
Yeah.
Like the whole, as we were talking about, the whole initiative, the whole combat round, all of that being built around spellcasters is to nerf spellcasters, while also all of the spells are fucked up. And
Yeah.
that's why. But it's also why wizards get a D4 for their health.
Yeah.
Everything is to counterbalance
I
the
know.
fact that they wanted powerful magic.
I forgot about that, but I do remember the times we played, and I was a spellcaster for the first 2. I was like, yeah, I forgot. Spells were fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
All right, so you're riding up bold.
Mm-hmm.
Got the golden hair in front. You riding, I assume, on the wing, and then Sharon riding back, tucked away, so they don't see his shenanigans. Okay? You ride on up. As you get closer, you'll see one of the men. He will perk up. He'll pull his hat back, and he'll see the lot of you riding at a distance. And he'll turn around, and he'll start waving to people. And you don't hear anything yet, but as you get closer, they start to square up as well.
What range are we getting into, if possible? Because it's you knocking an arrow is the call.
What's the penalty for long distance?
-4, I believe.
Okay. Well then, 140 is the minimum I'd like to be. 140 feet.
140 feet?
Feet.
Okay.
If I could get to 100, that'd be great.
Okay.
But I don't know if they're gonna.
That's fine.
Shout.
So
anything.
140 feet. If they do anything,
Keep approaching
then
to 100.
anything before 140 feet, they maybe act first and we're fucked. 140 feet, if they start doing anything, our plan's still a go, just at long range. 100 feet, our plan's a go, and we're in good range.
Yeah, 200 feet is like the minimum I'd like anything to happen because it's still within range of anything I could fire. But
Okay, so 200 feet, 100 feet, not 140. Where'd the 140 come from?
140 is my
Medium
fullest extent of my medium range on my flight arrows. So
Okay.
without taking penalties, I could fire my flight arrows. With taking penalties at 200 feet, I could fire my flight arrows. And then without taking penalties, I could fire my sheaf arrows at 100 feet. And my sheaf arrows are just more damage.
Still, overall, the important thing is that within 200 feet, our plan works still.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you're fucking 80 yards.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I've been fine the whole time.
Yeah, it's 80 yards, 10 minutes. Like we would just be rushing to get to these guys.
Yeah. So can we get within 200 feet?
You can get within 200 feet, and at that time, the guy who was standing sentry at the start, he steps back a bit, turns around, and starts waving his hands, and you'll see the guys start to converge on the wagon. Give me a perception check, I guess you give me a perception check, because you're paying attention to a specific target, I imagine.
Critical success, 20.
Awesome. You'll notice that
31 if you need to know the number.
I do not. Not at all. You notice that the guy who's watching over the horses, who's probably like 50-ish feet separated between the wagons and the horses, he taps one of the horses on the cheek and points at a direction, and the horses all sort of sluggishly walk towards a tree. And then he also starts to approach the wagons.
The wagons or the fallen wagon?
The fallen wagon.
Okay.
Wagons. There's 3.
Quietly say under my breath, they're starting to separate.
Yeah.
Should I Go now?
We're 200 feet?
Yes.
Fuck it. I was gonna try to talk to them, but go for it. Let's start a fight.
Sure.
All
I
right.
will start rambling
I will-
in Druidic,
As
putting
they,
my fingers or my hands out with my fingers up as
Shoot.
I'm just flexing and shaking my arms, trying to get that growth going.
to maintain what we said, I'd probably knock and then start readying up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You'll hear the golden hair, the leader's like, all right, Thompson, with me. Boy, go off about 100 feet. Do your thing. We'll get off when we get close. And they start to pick up into a gallop.
Okay.
Same.
You approach.
I do not need to be galloping. I'm going to just do it from the 200 feet away.
I will be aiming at anybody that looks like they have long range.
You approach. You stop and do your thing. You're still approaching,
Yeah.
doing your thing. They're approaching. The boy wings off to the side. I guess now would be the time for initiative rolls. So you're already casting your thing. So go ahead and roll yours. We're just going to determine when it happens in the round because I'm pretty sure yours is going to go off without a hitch.
I think
And then-
Tangle just happens.
Well, I think he has a 5 speed on Entangle.
3
4.
speed, I believe.
3. Wow.
Let me check again. 4.
4. Yeah, it's still real fast. It's
So
really fast.
12, right?
Yes.
Cocked. Oh, should have gone with the cocked. 15.
All right. So at turn order 15, Entangle goes off. Because I'm not sure if these guys are even going to be paying attention to you right now. Let's see. Thing.
Yeah, I'm not even galloping. I'm not even rushing in.
They all rolled the same numbers multiple times. That's cool. I like that. I love that. All right. So let's see. Now, this is one major downside to playing with this initiative style in this game is that you have to track everybody's initiative separately.
Can't do groups?
You can do groups.
Oh, because of the weapons.
But then-
only if they wield the same weapons.
No. Group initiative can be a thing, but then it's just one team's turn versus another team's turn,
Yeah.
which is usually recommended for more creatures in combat.
I think there was another, not DCC, there was another like old school variant, like a modernized old school variant that did its group initiative is what they encouraged.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what it was called. Whatever. I'll find it later.
All right, what are your guys' intentions? You're casting the spells, you're going off at 15.
I'm loosing arrows.
What's your initiative?
What is that? 15?
All right. I dig it.
I'm going to locate animal. I'm going to locate plant.
Oh yeah, they have all theirs.
Bird, come to me. Fight this fight.
Okay. And we are good to go.
Okay.
All right. So, you'll see the two golden hairs taking the vanguard. They'll both hop off their horses when they get about 30 feet away from the cart, and you'll hear them shouting. As that happens, a man comes flying out of one of the wagons. He's wielding something, and he takes a swing at the leader of the hares, whose names no one's acquired.
No.
The
Which
older
is-
one.
No, the one with the beard.
The one with the beard.
I mean, you did say that we got the name, but no, I haven't asked.
The man swings at him, swings wide, doesn't even hit him. The next action is you hear a loud pop come out from the wagon. You see the two golden hairs shudder a bit, but they continue in combat as if nothing's gone on. Next would be
Do you have guns in your world?
yes.
Jesus.
Next will be the boy.
God, you have guns in your world? Oh God, these guns are probably giant.
Oh, I'm gonna need some more d20s. The boy fires off an arrow. It lands inside the wagon. You don't hear anything from that. Next would be one of the bandits comes flying out of the cart, swinging around to the older man, and he takes a swing at him with what looks like a longsword and rolls a natural 20. So, long swords, they have multiple different dice of damage. When they're being used against large creatures, they do a d10. When they're being used against medium creatures, it's a d10 against medium creatures, and it's a 2d6, I believe, against large creatures. Fun interactions. What is this clear by? And so now we get to use critical hit rules. The D20, the natural 20 roll in 2E, AD&D, standard just means you hit. It's a normal hit. You always hit. That is D20. In combat and tactics, you have the option to do special critical hits. This special critical hit is done by determining whether or not your dice is either an 18 or higher on the roll, which means that once you do that, if your attack roll clears by 5, 10, or 15, you get an extra dice of damage each. Now, we're not doing the 15 because a triple crit is ungodly. It is hilarious to watch, and it feels really bad as a player.
Yeah.
We'll only be doing double crits, which, oh my god, 3 dice of damage. I mean, that's just not enough. So this guy here, he just got a normal crit in his golden hair armor from a man wielding a longsword. He takes some damage. He didn't like that. Neither you can tell because you're just watching from behind, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't like it. That's why I'm 200 yards back.
True.
Or feet.
So, he takes that. It is now the turn of another one of these bandits. He comes flying out. You see a small silvery object in his hand, and he rushes up to the leader of the Golden Hairs, and he takes a swing at him as well. He will miss, as his dagger does not even clatter against his black and red armor. Now, I believe it is the old man's turn. He and his giant sword, maybe just from the shock of taking this brutal hit from a longsword, took him off balance. He does not hit this guy. Now, it's the 15's turn. So, since you both rolled 15, both of your actions are going off the exact same time. I don't think it doesn't matter for this case. So, we'll start with you.
My intention
Trent.
was shooting at somebody who looked like they had range, but I don't think I see that.
You do not see that.
But I do see a guy that sliced at one of my homies and hit him. Could I use my 3 volleys against him?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
Now, firing into melee. When you're a ranged fighter and you're shooting into a melee combat, there is a chance that you're going to hit something you did not intend to hit. It's usually divided up by the size of the creatures. Since you're shooting at 2 medium creatures, you have a 50% chance to shoot the wrong target. Now, you can avoid this by using what's called a called shot. You will sacrifice 4. You'll give yourself a penalty of 4 to hit to ignore the firing into melee rule.
Am I aware of this?
Well, you'd be aware that it's risky to fire into a group.
Okay. So I will not do that.
Okay?
Is there somebody I can fire at?
All the people who are fighting right now are in melee, unless you want to shoot the kid or turn around and shoot Sharon. They're not in melee.
It sounds like you have to shoot to the group.
Yeah, I would have a -8 to shoot. I'm not doing that.
if you're on horseback, you got a lot of ground you can cover.
Yeah. Can I do that? Can
Yes,
I
you
just
may.
abandon firing long shots and just rush to the battlefield?
Yeah.
Okay. Where does that get me?
On horseback, you can move 240 yards. So divide that by whatever you need to get to feet. And you're already within 200 feet as the combat started.
So I can move 240 yards?
In combat, no.
Sorry.
You move 240 feet.
All right, 240 feet.
Yes.
A horse can move 240
Horse
feet.
can move
No,
240.
it moves 240 yards, but because we're in combat, the speed changes.
To,
Feet.
okay. So it's 240 feet now.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And you were less than 200 feet away.
Okay. So I can get into combat.
Yes.
So could I ride up and then so do I have the space to ride up, dismount my horse, send the horse to keep riding off in an area and engaging? I don't necessarily need, I don't know, I don't think I can swing at anybody, but engage in combat with somebody.
Yes.
Okay. Then I guess I do that
All right.
because I don't think I can hit. Correct?
Well, you can get closer so you could weaken the penalty from your shot distance and then still shoot with a called shot if you want to be careful.
Yeah, but you said...
Or your movement could also change your target acquisition. So, like, you wanted to attack. You didn't say a specific person with your attack, but if there are other targets that show up when you're moving, you can attack those still.
Yeah, but you've said previously that moving half of my speed negates essentially... I only would have one shot left.
Sure, but that's still a shot.
Sure. But moving half my feet or half my movement only gets me halfway to get to the fight.
Yeah, he's saying move halfway into the fight and shoot.
Yeah,
because
but,
the penalty's gone down.
Sure, but at that rate, in 2 rounds, I'll only get 2 shots off of a bow. Versus if I spunk this round, I will at least get in combat and be able
You
to
could have
melee.
your full turn in melee
I
combat.
can potentially have 2 shots or 2 swings with my swords in
Can I-
the next round.
Can I give a little bit of meta why you shouldn't do that? The whole plan, I didn't expect them to get into the combat so fast, the Golden Hairs. If you go into melee combat, you are also going to be entangled. It's a 40-foot cube. The reason why we did it when we did it is because they were all standing together still.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
if you're standing with them, I'm entangling everybody.
yeah, I mean, also part of my initial thought of what was gonna happen was they would be entangled by the time before we even reached them.
Yeah, well, I also thought the Golden Hairs were going to volley as well. It's fine, but I'm just saying, do you want to be in the entanglement? Because as far as you know, I'm still doing that.
Be. I mean, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna fucking hit a motherfucker. My luck is not good enough for 50-50.
Called shot. Take it away.
Yeah, but how does called shot work with? Sorry, what's the rules for called shot again?
A -4 penalty to hit. So essentially, you're sacrificing your base attack bonus, and you're still getting your dex bonus.
Sure.
And you're moving in first so that you're no longer getting the long shot penalty.
Okay, so yeah, I guess I'll do that. I'll go 120 feet with the horse, and I'll probably fire well, if I already had the flight arrow knocked, I'll shoot the flight arrow with a called shot.
Okay.
Okay.
You're rolling at the same guy who is fighting the older man?
Yeah, the guy who landed a hit.
All
right. 17.
That will hit.
Okay. 3 damage.
Okay. You fire your bow into this man. It kills him. You get him straight in the side of the chest. he falls over.
Okay.
His longsword clatters on the ground.
Sweet. That would be all I could do.
All right. You.
Yep.
Sharon.
Eyes turned back, hands extended out, like I'm fucking grasping 2 worlds in each hand, trying to rise the brush to wrap around everybody in that 40-foot cube centered on the horses. But, hopefully the horses haven't moved away far enough. I want to get everybody in that cube. Entangle.
Right. So you're trying to cover the horses plus the carts.
Plus the bad guys. I don't care about the carts specifically, but I think it would.
Okay. Yeah. The horses are maybe about 30 feet off. And it's a 40-foot radius cube or
A 40-foot cube. So 40 by 40.
40 feet total.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, you'll catch everybody in this.
Including the golden hairs.
Including the golden hairs.
Yep. There is a save of 1/2.
Ah. Spell saves. So, these guys, they're all level 1 creatures.
Mm-hmm.
The horses, however, have a spell save equal to, from what I can see, a 5th level fighter. So can you tell me what your spell save is?
Spell save. Which one is that one? Spell. 14.
14. And it's a -2, so that means that nothing changes. It's still a -2 to the roll. All right.
Is that what 1/2 means?
One
Saving throw. 1/2. What does that mean?
1/2?
1/2 is the save.
1/2. It looks like a 1/2.
I'm
Yeah.
not entirely sure. Half? Oh, save.
It's half the effect.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, that makes sense.
It's only 5 minutes. None of the horses pass. And I believe these guys have to roll a 19 or higher. I regret to inform you that none of these men had rolled a 19.
How about the golden hairs?
None of these men have rolled a 19. The golden hairs, they don't have to roll a 19. I think they're... I won't tell you. They also fail.
Yeah. So everyone fails?
Everyone fails.
So everyone is held fast.
Yes, they're restrained.
Yes, they're restrained. Okay. If you saved, you'd get to move 10 feet per round.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
but no one saved.
Yes.
So you see this. The brush, the brush and the bushes on the side of this road, whatever you'd find in the chaparral biome, just sort of slowly at first and then rapidly creeps up and just starts grabbing everything. The horses are freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the men who are alongside the wagons, inside the wagons, they're freaking out. One of the golden hairs lets out a swear, and you hear the boy off to the side. You probably hear him, not you. He let out a sort of gasp as to what's going on. So I don't think these other guys I don't think their initiative really matters anymore.
And what is the turn again?
Turn is 10 minutes.
10 minutes. God damn.
Everybody's fucked for 10 minutes, yeah.
All right. So with this next round,
I didn't have very many useful spells, but
That's a good
that's
one.
a good one.
I'm going to ask you, what are your intentions for the rest of this? Are you going to continue fighting,
the
or are you
idea,
going to just talk?
the plan was cast entanglement, pluck a few of them.
Yeah, I was going to kill a couple of them.
Basically, we're going to continue combating while yelling for them to put down their arms. If they put down their arms, we will stop. If they don't put down their arms, we're just going to kill them all.
Okay, so you're going into this round saying drop your weapons.
Yeah.
As I probably kill
Or
another
surrender.
one,
Yeah.
I probably will kill another one and probably yell loud.
We'll just keep killing them and yelling surrender.
Like boys, drop your weapons. No more of you have to die in this moment. As they probably hear like as guys are being throated with fucking arrows.
One of them, you'll see the man who came out of the cart first. He's wielding a blackjack. He drops it, and he looks scared beyond his mind. The man with the knife, he keeps holding on to it. He's swearing up a storm.
He dies.
You probably see now that there is a guy holding a long, sort of metal and wood object, and he's completely wrapped up. He can't drop his weapon even if he wanted to. And then you hear some swearing and screaming from inside the middle cart.
The guy who dropped his weapon is fine. If I can, I'm killing the guy who's holding on to his blade and still struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Does the guy inside see that I did this?
Yes.
I will point at him first, probably with the arrow. I go, palms flat. Just
He drops a metal object from his hand.
It
so
works.
Different one?
Yes.
Oh, he had a different object in his hand.
No. The guy inside the cart. He never came out of it.
Uh-huh.
He drops something in his hand. You didn't see this in the initial surrender demand.
And but there's another guy holding a gun too.
Yes.
Does he palms flat as well? Much as he can.
As much as he can, but the gun's still there.
Is the boy still in outer range?
Yes.
I'm probably going to yell at him to get closer and keep an eye on them.
Okay.
And I'm going to swing to, if I could see, there was another person making noises, right?
Yes. I
will swing around to see if I could see him.
You see him. He would have been in the boy's line of sight from the initial combat. His hands are like this, but you see some metal object around his fingers.
Around his finger?
Yes. Brass knuckles.
Oh. Is he palms flatting? Much as he can?
He's struggling, but I mean...
I'll probably yell out something to the effect, don't struggle.
Stop resisting?
Stop resisting. Does he keep moving around?
He does for a little bit, but then he realizes the situation he's in.
Okay. We probably have... Is this added up everybody that was the 6 or 7 guys that are...
Yes.
There's still the one guy who's holding his dagger, right?
No, I killed him. I said that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you said your intent was to kill him.
No, I killed him. He held on to it. I went palms flat and he was still...
Yeah, he was still holding his weapon. He killed him. So
I didn't even see you roll anything. That's why I'm asking.
you killed the 2?
Well,
no, because this is like fragile.
They're restrained, right? I imagine.
Okay.
Yeah,
if they're restrained, it's like fragile?
You can just kill him. It's an auto hit, like paralyze.
Entangle's
sorry.
beast.
I know I was kind of running through it. I imagine I didn't.
You just get up close and...
Yeah, I just killed him.
If you have a sword, you can just...
Yeah.
Oh, entangled is...
Yeah, paralyzation is an auto hit. Sleeping is an auto hit. And... why not just kill him?
Also,
what's the point? You don't have to hack away at these guys for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I imagine...
But it's 5e.
Yeah, I imagine part of the thought process, too, is I killed the guy with 3 hits.
Yeah, well, I rolled his HP dice. He rolled a 1.
Yeah, I just imagine these are relatively squishy men.
Yeah.
Okay. And if I could get that close... Can I get close enough to some of these guys? Oh, are you getting up close too?
I'll approach to the edge of the entanglement.
All right. I'll probably yell out, like, keep an eye on who you can. And then I'll start trying to free our boys.
Okay.
All right.
I got my crossbow probably trained on, I guess, the guy who can't drop his gun.
Okay.
And hopefully we're still within the rounds.
Yeah, we're not even doing combat rounds right now. We're just...
I'll go.
We have 10 minutes.
I'd probably look to you. It's like, probably ask about what we're looking for.
I was gonna. What you want with the carts?
We found them. They're ours.
They're not.
They're ours.
You know the sigil? You want that trouble? More men than these 3 will come.
They left it here. It's the law of the land.
You willing to die for that?
Yeah.
I'll plug him with a crossbow. I turn to the next guy.
Kill him. He's dead.
I love fragile rules. I gotta compose myself. How'd you find him? I'm loading my crossbow well.
The kid found him a few days ago. Came and told us. We had to chase off some Reynas for it.
Chased off raiders.
Reynas.
Reynas. What's a Reyna?
The women gang.
They got here first.
They were around.
They already picked the carts clean.
No, they just some bitch and her beastmen crew. There weren't many of them. They decided not to come.
So everything that was here should still be here.
Yeah.
Do I trust that? Yeah.
Do you want to roll a charisma check for it?
I suppose.
Go for it.
Is that 33?
Oh yeah. It's he's telling the truth,
disappointed?
but he's a little bit like sure it's all here. In a sense. Come.
What'd you find in the carts?
It's a lot of trade goods, some cloth, clothes, food, some coin.
Anything particularly interesting in the carts?
No, just seemed like normal caravan shit.
These
Would've been
horses.
able to sell it for a good amount over in the Sherma.
These horses come from the carts.
There are horses. There were no horses on these carts.
Anyone else looking at these carts while you've been here?
Just us. I know that Reyna was eyeing it, but we got it first. Might have been a Heretian, because, well, I don't think you could see it right now. That horse is eaten up pretty bad.
I'll look in the direction that he's gesturing.
If you peer through the grass, you'll see a horse corpse that looks like it's been chewed at. Devoured, let's say.
Sure. How many men are left? 2 have been killed? 3 have been killed.
3 have been killed. There's 3 left that you can see.
No, 4. No, you just killed another guy.
You killed 2. I killed 1.
I killed 3.
Okay.
You killed 3?
I thought you
'Cause
killed 2.
It was I killed the one guy.
One guy in combat.
the one
then
guy in
got the
combat.
knife.
As soon as they got entangled, I said as I was approaching, I killed another guy
Mm-hmm.
because that was part of like the intimidation factor.
Mm-hmm.
And then I killed the knife guy.
Okay, so
And then
4
he
killed
killed
dead.
a guy.
Okay.
4 dead,
Oh yeah.
3 alive.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, I'm pretty sure.
So 3 alive or 2 alive that we know of?
2.
Okay. Is the guy in the cart entangled?
Yes.
Okay. You and your friend can walk away, but you're not walking away with the goods from the cart. I'd also see you turn out your pockets, but anything that we determine you came here with, you can leave with.
Can I take my boys' weapons and their goods, their coin?
After your pockets are turned out, my friends from the Golden Hair will determine if it's their goods that you got from the carts, or if it's something you came with. If you came with it, you can take it home.
All right.
You can take your horses too.
He spits to the side.
Then we'll keep the horses.
Hold on. Those are rightfully ours too. I got papers for it.
You got 2 men. You got 4 dead. The other one was a bit rash with the way he spoke and lost his life. Careful where you spit.
I spit on you.
Well, they're still all wrangled up. Any questions for them?
I've probably freed our guys.
Mhm.
Other than making sure they, as soon as this drops, they don't do anything funny or we plug them up pretty good.
Nothing in your hands. Everything drops to the ground as soon as the weeds fall.
No sudden movements. You all get circled up. You get checked. We look through the carts. Or you get checked and then...
just as easy for us to kill you. So I suggest you play along.
Yeah, we get it. We get it. You guys won. Law of the land's your shit.
I think I'm just going to sit down on the floor, pull out my little Caravan thing, and wait till like 9 minutes pass. And when I feel my spells start to waver, I'll just slowly stand up, dust myself off, get my crossbow, load it up once more, aim it back at them.
Yeah. Once you see the grass start to recede,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
it releases them. The guy with the brass knuckles on, he slowly pushes them off his hands. Who the fuck is left?
The guy holding the gun, brass knuckles. I think there was a third guy.
Brass knuckles and revolver.
Yeah.
Well, it just wasn't determined which guy you killed. There was a guy that he missed that you had killed. There's only 2 guys alive currently.
Yeah, there
Whichever ones you want them to be.
Yeah.
Brass knuckles and revolver.
Okay.
They come out of the cart. They sit there like, all right. Or what do you want us to just? What do you want us to do?
Everything that's not clothing out your pockets, off your person. We just want to look at them.
Yeah, he takes out his pockets. He has like a billfold type wallet. The other guy doesn't have anything much except for like a couple silver pieces of some sort. They're not Luntam currency.
I'll probably do a quick pat down.
Pat him down. You don't find much.
Get the golden hair to determine what is golden hair property, what is their property. I don't much care if they're like, hey, that one's ours. No, it's not. If the golden hair says it, it's over. And if they fight us on it, they just die. Otherwise, they can have their stuff back. They can have their horses, and they can fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I'm concerned.
The leader of the golden hair calls over to the kids. Adam, come tend to Harrison. All right. I'll take a look. I got a ledger. I can see what's here and what's not. Can you grab the horses? Check their saddlebags as well.
I'm going to ask you to do
I'll go do that.
He goes in, takes a look around, comes back out. Well, a lot of goods are still here, at least from what this ledger says. Some things are missing. Mostly food goods. See those saddlebags? And he searches the saddlebags, and some food goods, some fine cloth, silks mostly. There's a few containers of liquor. And it's like, yeah, those are golden hair as well. That one's not. We don't sell that shit. You can keep it. Aside from that, whatever we got, we got.
3 carts, yes?
3 carts.
I'm going to look back to them. I'll even lower my crossbow a little bit. I'm still obviously more ready than they are, but I'll just ask. 3 carts with enough golden hairs to fill them went missing here. We found the carts. By any chance, you know where the men went? We see the eaten up horse. No other bodies around, though.
Well, it's been long enough. Airtine's gonna pick them clean. They like shiny things as well. Might have kept the armor. I don't see any dog tags. Though, granted, he'll pull his dog tag out. It looks like a piece of gold shaped into a rabbit's foot. They're quite shiny themselves. Airtine's would have took that too, but I can't say for sure.
I'd like to be asking the. It's fine that guy answered all of that, but I'd like to be asking the bandits.
Oh, the bandits?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, I mean.
Oh, sorry. I thought the bandit pulled out a dog tag.
That's what I thought was happening for a moment.
For
too.
a second, I was like,
the moment you said what it was, I was like, oh, you thought I was talking to the golden hair guy.
I did
It's fine.
fucking licking
I
my
was the
lips.
last person talking to you.
It's all good.
I did licking my lips meme.
The
'cause I was like,
bandit.
that's gold right there.
The bandits, I don't know. Look, the kid saw it. He came and told us this was going to be his big break into the gang. We ain't seen no people around here except for the Reyna and her beastmen.
I kind of give a smile. Well, the kid lived through the Reyna attack and the golden hair attack. Still think he has his place in the gang, but I will dismiss any response that he might give me for that and just step over to the kid. You see where the golden hair went by any chance? We're looking for him.
I passed by this just, a few days ago. It was like this when I got here. There's nothing else around. Just every time I chewed up that horse, but I didn't see it.
The saddlebags on their horses, nothing?
It had some stuff in it, but a lot of the stuff that was in there was not golden hair property.
Okay.
Yeah. No? I will load up their weapons into their saddlebags before letting them go and be like, don't want to see you touching a single weapon until you're well out of sight.
Do they have long range weapons in this?
Probably.
Amongst their stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fucking 2 on 6, they'll die. Or 2 on 5.
Yeah, I'll probably still take most of their ammo.
If you do, it's fine. I'll probably give you a little bit of a look.
I'd be like,
I did tell them they could have all of their shit. We already killed all of their friends. It's fine.
I'll put it back.
If you're worried about them having it, you could at least put ranged weapons in one bag and on a different horse.
Oh, wait, I lied.
Ammunition.
I'll do that.
The kid says something. Well, I didn't see it happen. But, a bunch of men rode off the way I came when I found this. They were wearing, all black robes. Even the horses were robed in black.
You see which way they went?
No. They ran that way, but they didn't keep going that way for long. And
Bunch of horses?
bunch of horses.
Big horses.
Their own horses.
Big horses.
Not big horses.
Just a bunch.
Just a bunch. But I've seen people like that before. It's, I've seen them in an Alacra.
Oh, Lacra. You got a name for these kind of men?
They don't really talk to outsiders much. People kind of steer away when they're around. They're just looking for a place to stay.
Are they otherworlders?
No. They, not as far as I know. They sound like they come from Luntavam.
Anything else you got on this? Any rumors? Any things about them we should be worried about?
I know people like to talk about them, black robed men on black robed horses. They're not a friendly bunch. If you mess with them, they kill you.
Are they known to steal?
Steal people, not steal things.
You didn't see any people riding with them?
None whatsoever.
If you had to guess a number, how many horses, how many men?
Probably 8 of them.
Each had a horse?
Each had a horse.
I'm going to quietly move over to Trent. You have those papers from Rickard. How many men were on this caravan?
Do the numbers line up?
Yeah, 20 men.
20 men. Okay. So not so much.
I'll probably whisper back to you.
If I need to, I think I could track the movement of a bunch of horses like that.
I was more just wondering if it's maybe golden hairs dressed that way, but sounds like the numbers don't match. But yes, I do think we're going to be tracking them.
I think so too. It wouldn't hurt to look through all these wagons a little more for maybe the stuff we're looking for is still in the wagon.
Decent chance the stuff we're looking for is not the same stuff that the golden hairs with us are looking for.
I don't think it's going to be that easy, but it's worth a shot.
Should we send these boys home with their stuff?
I think so.
Let's step back. Readjust my crossbow so that they recall that I'm holding a crossbow. Again, no weapons until you're long out of sight.
We ain't gonna pick nothing up. We ain't gonna even look back. We're going straight to Alacra and not doing nothing.
Well, I hope for your sake you don't run into any more golden hairs. Maybe you find some carts out there. I wish you no ill will. Take your horses. You can go.
All right. Come on, Billy. Gotta get our asses out of here. Kid
I don't know why I love that his name's Billy. Such a mundane name.
gets up. The older guy gets up. They both go to the horses, mount up, and they ride off at full speed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll begin to check the wagons just for what we're looking for and trying to find like secret compartments or anything where potentially these things could have been stowed away underneath seats.
You take a look. As you sort through, you don't really see much of anything. You give me a perception check. Just a lot of stuff all sort of like thrown around, pulled out of stuff. This entire thing was turned inside out.
16.
Yeah. You see what you see.
Yeah.
Shit strewn everywhere.
Well, if we leave it here, more bandits will come and it won't be here when it gets back. They did ask that we brought back the caravan. We do have horses. So, we're not taking all 3 carts, obviously, but we could hitch up 2 of our horses to one of the carts, trade all the important goods back into one of them and take it with us.
If I offer a suggestion, as the bearded man comes up, if we take the most valuable stuff, and we have a contact over in Anamaska, works with the golden hair. Anamaska's a good place to trade. We have an outpost there.
Is that close?
Anamaska's pretty close to here.
We could probably do that.
In which case, I'd say we likely only have enough for 2 carts. Or at least we can get 2 carts back.
Well, we have 5 horses. Probably put
typically two horses to a cart.
2 horses to a cart, and one of us leads. Well, stand scout, whichever we prefer.
None of these are these carts wheels broken at all?
None.
Okay.
All right. Let's do that.
To Anamaska?
Returning the carts was part of the whole thing?
So he said if we bring back the caravan, he didn't say cart specifically, but bring back the caravan. Could be.
Oh, okay.
Might get a little bit more payment. He was offering a lot of minor payments for boons to, or like, bonuses to the job. So I imagine yes. And then he did say bring back the caravan.
As stuff gets moved over and horses get hitched, I'd like to go in the direction of where the kid said that the horses ran off. And I'd like to see if I can find the tracks of the horses.
All right. Tracking.
Yes.
Open up the proficiency.
While he's doing that.
Tell our viewers how tracking proficiencies work in this lovely system.
While he's doing that.
What a lovely day.
I'm going to gather the 2 brawnier of the golden hairs and have them help me remove like the back wheels off of the caravan the cart that we're leaving behind, expressing to them this isn't going to be a part of the job, but if they ever want to go retrieve their cart, it's less likely to be stolen without wheels.
Yeah, they think it's an okay idea.
Yeah. Carts are expensive.
So characters with tracker proficiency are able to follow the trail of creatures and characters across most types of terrain. Characters who are not rangers roll a proficiency check -6. Rangers have no penalty on ability scores. In addition, other modifiers are also applied in the attempt, and I look at table 39, and there's bonuses for the types of ground. So there's soft or muddy ground, thick brush, vines, or reeds, occasional signs of passage dust, normal ground, wood floor, rocky ground, shallow water. And then every 2 creatures in a group is also an addition. And then there's minuses for every 12 hours since trail was made. And then every hour of rain or snow or sleet is also a minus.
You said I was wrong about the proficiency modifier. It stays the way it is.
It is negative still?
Yeah. But when you made yours, you still passed regardless.
So, what kind of ground is this?
It is sort of the rainy season, but it's not wet.
Is it soft ground?
I would say it's soft right now.
So that would be a +4 to this roll.
Yes.
Does that work?
Yeah, so it'd be -6 plus whatever soft ground is.
Well, I'm a ranger, so I have no penalties.
You have no penalties
on
to
this table.
Nice.
So I have +4 currently.
Is there a bonus for time or only penalties?
There's negative. So I'm just going through the differences. So that I'm skipping all the stuff that related to the terrain. Every 2 creatures in the group, I get a +1. So how many is that? I know this kind of gives away some amount of meta information, but I guess if I'm tracking well enough, I should be able to tell how many creatures are.
Yeah. You do the
Well, I think you
Aragorn
would
thing.
know based off of the result. Like, he
Yeah.
could do minuses or
2
whatever.
hobbits were over here, and then
Yeah.
there's a struggle.
Hobbits is.
Yeah, it's just like that scene when they're looking for Pippin.
Yeah.
You get another +4.
Okay. So another +4, so I'm at +8 on this roll. And then every 12 hours since the trail was made is a -1.
Is that the only one that counts, or to your penalty?
There's more penalties, but this is just time. There's another set. There's more stuff coming.
I thought you didn't get penalties, or is that just separate?
I don't get the -6.
Okay, you don't get the -6.
But I think everything else applies.
Okay, all right. Well, you said it's out a few days ago, so it's been a while. And then
So I'm at +8 right now. So if you have minuses, throw them on there.
what's the maximum penalty for time?
There is no max. It just says every 12 hours since trail was made.
Every 12 hours.
Each set of 12 hours. So every day is -2.
Okay, so throw on a -4.
-4. So I'm +4.
Wait, every day is -2?
Every day is -2.
-6, my bad.
-6. Okay, so I'm at +2. Now this one's gonna suck too. Every hour of rain or snow or sleet that has occurred.
There has been none.
Okay. Poor lighting, but I think we're
Daytime.
we're fine. Tracked party attempts to hide trail.
There is no hiding involved.
Okay, so I'm at a +2 for this roll. I believe.
Mm-hmm.
If all that adds up.
Mm-hmm. God, tracking modifiers are wild.
For tracking to succeed, the creature tracked must leave some type of trail. Okay, to track the creature must find the trail, blah, blah, blah. Once the trail is found, that's a whole different... Or, well, no, that is me finding it. The chance of track decreases. Second track crosses first. Party resumes tracking after a halt. Once the tracker fails their proficiency check... Okay, I think I could just roll. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what I'm rolling though.
D20 with your pertinent modifier.
Yes. And that would be wisdom. I have a 14 will, but it's 0. So just nothing.
No, 14 is your
Still 14.
modifier.
So
Your attribute score is your modifier.
Okay.
What'd you get?
That's so bad. That's so bad. I don't beat 21.
Damn.
I rolled a 3.
Damn.
Fuck, that was... Dude. I had 14 for that.
That was
Well, I had plus 16.
yeah, that's wild.
I had plus 16.
It's all right. We could just rely on my swim skill.
See about it
Fucking
this way, I think
shit.
in Raw you'd have to roll under it. Shit, what would you have to roll under?
So
You'd have to roll under like 15 to get that. You really
once the tracker fails a
18?
proficiency check, another check can be rolled after spending at least 1 hour searching the area for new signs. If this check is failed, no further attempts can be made. If several trackers are tracking, +1, following a trail, +1 bonus is added. But we're not. I mean, I think I'm probably going to lose another bonus for 12 hours, in order to move the things back and to come back here, if not more.
Oh, probably more would be my assumption.
But I don't know if I don't think we have another hour here.
Why not?
But
we could.
But even if then,
we're also not tracking.
We're
it
not tracking
immediately.
it right now. We're not going to move forward. So I don't think it's worth it to spend that extra hour to find like, okay, I know there's someone in this direction. I'd need to actually go keep looking, or we're not gonna follow the trail. I'm just gonna be bummed, I think, and then just head back to the party. So at least I kind of know the area to look, and it's just gonna be worse or whatever.
Like -2 worse, maybe.
Probably -2 worse. Fucking Christ! But it'll be. I'll just have no bonus. It'll just be rolling with the 14.
Yes, and in 5th edition, what that would be like a survival modifier, and then we'll just be like, oh, well, it's been a while, so here's a DC 16. Can you make that? And here we had this big old modular battle of, is this here? Is this here? Is this here? God, I love it.
But I mean, you could just take the damage podcast. I'll wait. I'll wait. Because I can defend that easy.
Well, you could just do, no, fuck you.
No, for me at least, this situation was, hey, this is a DC 13 to track this because it's relatively easy. Guess what? You rolled a 3 on the dice. It just doesn't matter. I just rolled low.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter.
God, that sucks. I was literally 2 away.
Rolling low?
I was a 5 or higher would have done it. That's crazy. Anyways,
I'm just saying, the success and failure of this might affect my current campaign right now, so you guys better get kicked.
I'm chilling. I didn't do anything. I have this whole other plan of where we're going next.
It's all fine. Hey, world's your oyster.
I come back to the party.
I got some signs of. I didn't quite get where they were heading, but we can get this done and come back, and hopefully I can find it again.
Well, at the very least, we have a direction. Perhaps if they move through any softer ground, you might pick up on better tracks if we head that way. But for now, we're heading in a different direction.
This caravan's still going to be here, so it'll mark the start of where to begin.
Well, at least one of the carts, yeah.
That's what I meant.
We took 2 of the wheels off. The cart that's being left behind so the Golden Hairs can come back and get their cart in another day. It's not going to be part of our job.
Yeah. All right. Let's return this thing back to its rightful owners.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys head off to Anamasca. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you guys begin riding off towards the north, general direction where the other 2 were heading off. Them, like shadows off on the horizon by this time. You're on your way to the Jewel of the Barons, Anamasca. And that's where we'll put a pin in it for right now.
Okay. What happened?
Just like 30 minutes of fucking tables figuring out a tracking thing for Nyx to roll a fucking 3.
That was
for 2 extra minutes of gameplay before we put a pin in it.
There was 2 times this game where I was just like, all right, what are the rules for this? How do I do it?
Yeah.
What is it? What happens? I'm doing this, but what's going on? How does this game work?
So I didn't realize that our proficiencies had specific rules tied to them. It's kind of like the difference between what I keep talking about for like rules lights game of like, I think kids on bikes would be better if you had the protector feat, but it was just called protector, and being a protector gives you a +2. But the reality is there are rules for it. I didn't know there were rules for all of these proficiencies. So in this coming week before we play again, I will look at all of those, and I'll probably bookmark a page so that we could all access that quickly.
I will be honest.
They all had links to the descriptions. You just didn't
think
about clicking it.
I will be honest too. I forgot that each skill is very specifically
each skill
called out.
is a thing that does stuff.
I didn't know that.
Again, because I from what I remember, 5e, when you have these skills, they're just vaguely told.
Yeah, stealth, religion,
yeah,
history,
they're like this is kind of related
athletics.
to this thing. in this book, it is very specifically called out
They mean
what
stuff,
this
yeah.
skill means and
what you
it
can
does.
do with essentially each of these skills has its own page.
They're like their own little feats.
Mhm. Yeah. Like in in general, what I like to do with these is that if it's a very basic thing you're trying to do, then you just do it.
Yeah.
Like you want to look at the stars. You have astrology, and you want to see the Big Dipper. Hey, it's right there. I know exactly where it is at this time of day during the season.
Of course.
Yeah.
But like, oh, I want to, I need to track this specific group of things going through this place. Yeah, you got to go through the rules for that.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Like, that's not a bad thing
Mhm.
by any means.
I love it.
It's there are parts of like there are parts that I'm very uncomfortable with this game in terms of like I'm just not used to it. And just so many little corner case things. I'm like, oh fuck, this thing, like fuck.
Or where it's just a whole.
Yeah, it's a whole like rabbit hole that you fall into. Like,
still, I'm having fun with it.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
it doesn't bother me at all. I enjoyed our little bit of combat. I like that the combat seems to be quick combat. I always like quick combat.
The heaviest part of combat is just getting the initiatives down.
Yeah,
But that's why there's also the optional group initiative.
Yeah, but other than that, like I'm having a good time, and I definitely like the adventure so far.
God damn, is Entangle just broken?
I love it.
It's a good ass spell, and I think
Dude.
what does it do in 5th edition? I think it just slows everybody.
Yeah, difficult
maybe,
terrain.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm. So you can move like 5 feet in 5th edition. In this one, you're all restrained.
Failure,
you can move like 30 feet or something.
Failure in this game is the success condition in 5e, which is
Difficult terrain.
difficult terrain, which is it's hard for you to move through it.
Mm-hmm.
The hold fast on a success, you add that to, I don't know if it's this rule set, it's just how you tend to play games, which is you're restrained. Well, I think that also, you're restrained. It is the rules.
You're restrained, you're paralyzed, you can't fight back.
Yeah, you literally, it's auto critting hits. So especially low level characters, they're just dead.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's crazy. That's fucking insane.
Like if combat was still going on and you're fighting those restrained people, I'd still make you roll damage. But since combat was over because everybody was restrained, they're yours to deal with.
Yeah. No, it's insane.
Yeah.
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That's not even the wildest of spells. That is just a 2nd level.
No, it's a first level.
It's a 1st level. No. Is it?
No. Second level, I believe.
I'm pretty sure Entangle's a first level spell.
I think I might still have it.
Well, even if it's then, that's still fucked.
It is a first level spell.
Entangle is a first level spell. It definitely makes me like pine for the days that I was spellcaster in those first couple games. I was like,
Oh yeah, but I had nothing else to do in that combat. For the record,
but you did everything in that combat.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, should your big boom spell go bad? Like, what else could I do? Let's see here. I could cast Speak with Animals.
Yeah.
Like, I have so little spells. Getting away, I had something good. Goodberry is super fucking weak. It's 2d4, and I rolled low both times, and then ate one. But like, I have like 4 HP that I could give to someone right now. It's a very low healing spell. To be the fact that Goodberry and Entangle are the same class of spell, like the same level of spell, is wild.
Also, do you have remaining good berries in your inventory?
I cast it again this day. So
I'm
yes.
saying, but do you have more?
I have 4.
Yeah, I was about to say, because you have an injured member of your group.
Yeah, we just never got that. we never got there.
Anyways, we should probably pause the recording or the recording.
No, it's fine. We're just talking about the day a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm having a good time. Thank you for listening to our session 1, as we will see you next week for session 2 of System Exploration, exploring AD&D 2E. Links
In the
for all of our
various things,
U1 stuff and all of our
personal stuff
in the description. Check it out. Like, subscribe. Catch you next time.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.